live. All right. Surprisingly, one person already in the chat waiting.
Ooh.
I don't know. Hey, yo,
Ooh,
shout out,
man.
shout out, chat. What's up, chat? Is this real? Take that as a yes. Take that as a yes. Okay. Can you believe it, guys? Natural disaster, episode 11. Who wants to give us the recap of the shocking, tense, incredible events that happened last time?
Well, I did it last time, so.
No, you didn't. I know you didn't. I did it.
I actually did. No, I did.
Did you?
I did. But chat, back me up, chat. We have the VODs.
Chat, do you know?
Chat.
I honestly don't remember who did it last time. I just know I did it two times in a row.
I was also very much bullshitting you. I actually have no idea who did it last.
Was I?
I know I did it two times.
Okay, well, one of you, somebody do it.
All right.
Hey Eric, agreement?
What's the agreement?
Pointing at someone else?
I am back.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so
Holy
it's either,
shit.
yeah, I like that. So it's either gonna be Tommy or it's gonna be our captain, our glorious captain.
Captain, my captain, I vote you.
Here comes our glorious captain.
What do you guys? Are you talking about who's gonna die first or something?
No,
we're talking about who's giving the recap.
I mean, I guess they're equal in measure, but.
How did you put a comment in the chat 1 month ago on a stream that's live now?
What do you mean?
What? DeathRoll live. I was accidentally muted for basically all the stream. Skull.
Huh. How interesting. Oh,
3 people watching.
One of them is you.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
You.
Well, then who are the other 2?
I don't know.
I guess how one could
Could you
be.
direct your attention to Converse real quick?
Okay. Here
Sure.
comes our glorious cat. Yep,
this
that looks about right.
So the stream started now? What the fuck?
Yes.
Yes, the
Captain,
stream has started.
I don't have a great sword though. I don't have the Buster sword. I don't have the bust sword.
Yeah.
We're deliberating on who does the recap right now, which is important. Because a lot happened last time, and a recap would be nice.
All right. I'll give you the recap. End scene.
All right, fucking somebody do it.
For real.
Okay,
But for real.
do it.
So last episode on DeathRoll, natural disasters, we started with Aaron waking up to no one being there, figuring out how to use the walkie-talkie, calling the others, and then sniffing Adam's clothes to find them. And then once he found them, Adam and Ebony gaslit Aaron into believing that Panthers were going to attack the tribal people and that we were going to help put them to sleep. To which Aaron said, "Yippee!" and started making lace for everyone. And he met the tribal leader named. Just a second. His name was. Haka Haka Noku.
Oh, he did.
Yes, Haka Haka Noko.
Haka Haka Noku. And he actually has the spirit animal of the humpback whale. And this whole island practices, it's called spirituality of spiritual animals. To which, after that, some things were offered and some things were said. Very nice, very nice. Move on. Adam and Ebony are setting up for a concert. Ebony is supposed to be one of the guitarists while Adam leads, which
other way
ends
around.
up going well. Other way around.
Ebony was the singer.
Ebony was the singer while Adam leads guitar.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. We get to the big party time, and the 2 are riling people up in the crowd while Aaron is breaking it down to get them to clap and cheer. And in doing so, Ebony uses her sexual charms to entice 1/4 of the population, which is surprisingly still less than all of the Chiefs' kids. What else? Then after that, Cad is by the boat watching for the quote unquote Panthers, the guys that are subduing this whole place with fear. and oh god, what happens after that? And after 2 songs and riling people up, the boats finally approach from the water. To which Cad says, "We become little sneaky serpents," and decides to sneak onto the other people's boats and steal their weapons with another person. And at the same time, Adam and Ebony are approached by the big guys. They have a little talk, a little chit chat, little nice things. And they go away and talk to the chieftain, to which Adam tells Aaron to go watch the chieftain. And so he does, but lo and behold, Aaron didn't look at this island beforehand, so he didn't know that monkeys weren't native here and got spotted instantly. What else happened after that? And Cad and the other guy broke into the boat, got the weapons, and then called over Adam. Adam left, leaving Ebony there to deliver her Hitler speech. And
What?
she did well.
It's true. It's true. Continue.
It is true.
It is true.
Thank you. And in doing so, when Adam gets there, while at the same time while Aaron is watching the chieftain talk to the big guy, he hits the Goku and out and pulls up right behind him and basically calls Adam little bro, puts his hand on him. They get a confrontation. And they get a confrontation, and then the guy that Cade was with, decides to throw a fucking grenade in the mix and ducks into the water, to which only Cade and him escape from, while Adam and the big guy are teleported away. And they get into a dangerous brawl about morality. And then we find out that Adam is truly a rogue whenever he, instead of attacking, tucks and runs, wraps around a tree, and then they get in a scuffle. It comes to where Adam is pulled on the ground, and then we figure out why Eric loves the talking as a free action. Because he was able to blast a motherfucker. he was able to use that as a he was able to use talking as a free action to show us what that mouth do, and ended up getting the upper hand in a fight.
The Yap King.
Yes, the
You better
yapologist,
remember it,
if
baby.
you will.
The yep.
He got a whole degree that day, and then he brought back. Then he was found and healed, and Ebony. I think Ebony beat the shit out of that guy a little bit.
No,
But he's healed and he's fine.
they
No?
just picked him up.
Okay.
Yeah, she picked him up. She was definitely not being
was like-
nice to all again, but she
I was
wasn't
like, I
beating him
think
up
there were-
actively.
I think there were threats of mutilation.
Oh yeah, no,
something
there
like
was.
Okay.
He was like
That's what
holding
I
his
was
neck, ready to crush it.
Yes. All the while he was being force-fed Goodberry to counteract Ebony. And once he was put up on a stand in front of his teammates, they said, "Fuck it, you can have him," and then dipped. They had no loyalty to the previous captain. Everyone looked disgusted, and we made a bargain for them to leave, which is how it went. And now we're here.
Yes. It is now. Let me fucking pull up
Find
the
Alice in
timeline,
Wonderland.
because I didn't actually do that.
Yippee.
Mm-mm. It is now the It is the 30th of June, 2023. You all wake up rested from the night before. Oh, let me skip the there we go.
Go pretty hard.
Well, yeah, but it was just for the intro. It needs to be less hype now. Anyways, yeah, you all wake up rested from the crazy night you just had before. What is it? Yes, that's right. You have your prisoner on the ship, tied up, fucking beaten, battered.
I make him a nice good berry soup.
The
to heal him
Islanders,
up.
they're going about their shit. The Islanders are going about their day. Nothing's really going on with them. You all wake up. I'd say it's probably noon by now, honestly, because y'all were up pretty late.
You guys wake up to Aaron's sitting next to him. Got a little spoon, feeding him good berry soup. Saying, "I'm sorry your friends left you, man. That really sucks." But I
If
mean,
I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna stop you from feeding him.
well, he's got to eat. Look, he looks hungry.
Just not
Does
yet.
he? Well, can we at
Keep
least
in
loosen the
mind.
ropes on him? It looks like it's hurting his hands.
Good.
Not good.
Here we
He
go.
almost killed Adam.
But Adam's fine. I know he almost killed Adam, and that really sucks. But we don't have
And
to
he
do
can
the same to
teleport
him.
away at literally any second.
And then but he's not.
Probably because he's not conscious. Is he conscious?
He is currently unconscious.
Probably because he's not conscious.
You know, it makes sense. I sometimes talk to people when they're asleep, and they just kind of go along because no one really responds a lot. So it makes sense.
Tend to sleep talk.
I mean, he's a sleep talker. He's saying weird stuff. He talks about blah 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 and blah 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 blah, and it's something about what that mouth does.
I think you're going crazy, Aaron.
Maybe, but no.
You might have always been crazy. In your own special way.
Anyways, he puts the soup. You want any soup?
Not at the moment. Thank you.
All right. So what's on the agenda today? Are we gonna finally find the Panthers?
The what?
The Panthers.
Panthers?
Mm-hmm. Adam and Ebony said that Panthers were stalking in the forest and were going to hurt these people, and that we needed to help them put them to sleep.
Oh. Aaron, buddy, he's gonna like kneel down and put a hand on your shoulder.
Kneel down. We're the same height, bitch. What do you mean?
I didn't know if you were still sitting down and not next to the guy.
Even if I'm sitting down, I think we're the same height.
Alright, I'll fucking lean down if I'm not eye level with you, bitch.
I had to say it. I'm sorry.
Instead of putting the hand on your shoulder, I'll fucking bitch slap you. No,
Fair enough.
okay, listen.
It's earned.
They weren't any.
Huh?
I think they might have meant to say pirates. Either that, or they definitely meant to say panthers. But no, it's pirates. You know what a pirate is, Aaron?
Us?
You're half right on that. But pirates are bad people that take other people's
Ebony.
stuff. Okay. I can't exactly disagree.
I love it. I love it.
I can't exactly disagree with that fact. But technically,
So we're good people who take stuff then.
Yes.
we don't take stuff that doesn't belong to us. We don't steal.
We took gems that didn't belong to us.
Well, those didn't belong to anybody.
They belonged to someone.
Who definitely wasn't around to take it.
Yeah, so we took it instead. So we're good people.
Evan, it is really hard to explain this to you without losing my mind.
I get it. We're pirates. I get it.
Just don't tell anyone that. You just tell no one that, okay?
So
we're
it's
not
our
technically
secret.
pirates, we're adventurers. We're just good pirates. Just don't call us pirates.
Okay.
Okay. Now see, you can call these people pirates because pirates is like basically calling someone stupid. It's a bad word, basically. You know what a bad word is, Aaron?
Oh, that's mean. Yeah, I know what a bad word is. Then let's not call them pirates.
Well, they deserve to be called pirates, though. That's the reason they're called pirates.
I mean, this guy's had a pretty rough go, though. We can go
because
without calling
he's made
him
a lot of other people's lives rough.
Yeah, but isn't it like an eye for an eye makes the world go blind?
I've never heard that before in my life.
Well, you heard it now. Besides, forgiveness is a major part of growing. And we want to grow, right?
Forgiveness.
Can
Are
you
you saying grow
imagine?
because I'm short?
Maybe. And he stands up. But regardless, emotional growth is the same as physical growth.
You're too young to be this mature.
You say as you just had to explain what pirates were to him.
I'm older. I'm younger than you. What is going on? This doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
He's the most hyperbole person ever made. Or not hyperbole, what is it? Oh my god, what
Hyperbolic.
dichotomous? Hyperbolic, yeah.
Hyperbolic.
She hyper on my balls till I lick.
Okay. That's enough.
Am I wrong? Am I
Fair.
wrong? Chat,
Hold on.
chat, tell me I'm right.
Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer.
I got something for you here, buddy.
Chat back. Oh my god.
Damn.
Bro. He's not coming back from that one, honestly.
Chat back me up. Okay, well, in any case, yeah, you two have your little fucking conversation about that.
Yes.
Adam,
So, baby.
rise, my son.
Rise. It crossed my mind 3 times to want to roleplay this. Well, in text, because it was gonna be very brief. But I guess I'm in session now, so I could do this right now.
Okay.
I summon Rin back from the ring. Firstly,
Rin is summoned, looking as bubbly as ever.
Not good.
For our
I
viewer
look at him.
who just got here and told me I'm right, by the way, Rin is a small little slime. Anyways.
By the way, viewer who said he was right.
Shut up!
That one's for you. That one's for you. So sorry to continue.
But yeah, you summon Rin. You know, he looks pretty fine.
Yeah.
His body
I
has
look at him.
regenerated.
And I'm gonna and I'm gonna hug him, and I'm like, I've been teaching you stuff like letters and picture books. Fuck, I never taught you to take a fucking bullet for me. Don't carry me like that, all right? I don't care that you come back if you just rest in a ring.
Yeah, he kind of...
I don't want you to get used to that.
Yeah, he kind of snuggles his head against you, and then you feel something very odd. You feel arms wrap around your own back.
Damn. The motherfucker slime grew arms just to hug you.
I know, my son. Yeah, Adam will be like a little surprised at this, and he'll like look down at Rin. His homie he kind of like looks at his sides, like well, Adam's own sides. He's like, and you can see the little slime arms just wrapping around him.
Yeah.
What else? Does he see anything else?
No, it's just the arms for now.
I didn't teach you that either. But it's nice. Thank you, Rin.
Yeah, Rin just kind of, nods. You hug. And then he looks up sort of expectantly after a moment. He knows there are things yet to do in the day.
Yes. I'm like, well, yeah. I'm not going to put you back in the ring. I think I'd like you around for a while, so get comfy on my shoulder. We got a couple visits to pay this morning, or afternoon, I guess. And he will take his slime buddy and be off. I suppose, since I'm still on the ship, I should probably see how my crew's doing. Or
Okay.
I guess the rest of the crew is doing. It's not my crew, it's the captain's crew.
My crew, yes. I was pushed into this bowl, but I'll own it.
It was time for you to step up. You want to know the worst part too, Eric? It was my boyfriend who said that lightning was right.
Holy shit. That's right, baby. That's right. Damn right.
Snake in the chat.
No.
You fucking...
He's executing him.
I had to move over to look who the fuck actually watches this shit, and he's watching it to go to sleep, I'm pretty sure.
Damn right. Thank you.
And so I at least know 2 people who are watching the stream now.
I can't believe my first interaction
no, I
with
know
Thomas
all 3 of
Pickton
them.
was hitting him with the foghorn. That's so unfortunate.
No, your first interaction was taking your shirt off. What do you mean?
No, of course. I had to show him who his
That
original
did
Pookie Bear is before he gets too comfortable in his role.
Okay.
Pookie Bear.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
All right. So yes, you go out and you go check on the rest of the crew. I assume you'd find Kide and Aaron talking about fucking
Morality.
growth and pirates and bodies and maturity and shit.
Real.
Don't ask. I'm a part of the conversation, and I don't know.
Yeah, I see them arguing about something. They seem all right. They didn't almost fucking die last night, so I'm chilling. I don't say anything to them. They don't say anything to me as I walk by.
All right.
See what
I have a
probably see their
pretty low
prisoners asleep.
passive perception.
Actually, wait, no, I forgot. They're literally right on top of the guy that fucking almost killed me last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
I'm
gonna
not
inquire
gonna
about that.
fucking leave the guy's side.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to him and inquire about that. Hey, sorry to interrupt your conversation about kicking puppies. How's
Huh?
the guy doing? Just to the guy.
He's still unconscious. I've been waiting for him to wake up, but he's kind of tuckered out, you could say.
Ah, fantastic. Well, I'm sure you have a myriad of questions to ask him. I have a couple things I could tell him myself, but I think I ought to address the people that I left hanging with that performance last night. A couple of people that could use a couple of wise words from me. And that's about it. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe he'll be awake. Maybe you'll have slap some sense into him. But I don't imagine we're gonna be staying on this island too much longer.
Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust these people with guns. They're gonna get each other killed.
Well, I was told to help them stand up for themselves, not to tell them to stop shooting themselves. So
I guess it's not our problem then, is it?
I'll let Darwinism work. My job is done.
At least show them what a gun does before you leave, please.
Fine, I'll do it. He waves his hand like, I'll do it. He just
Oh, he'll do it.
he'll do it.
Sure he
He's
will.
been doing it.
Oh, has he?
He's been doing it since the first session. You already know.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then again, showing these people how a weapon works kind of makes them want to use it against you. Fucking grenade. If you find him, strip any grenades he has and punch him.
Oh,
Or
yeah, good
something
point.
worse. I tried to cuss him out, but I kind of got preoccupied when you fucking disappeared.
No, yeah, I appreciate the quick response, honestly. I would have expected you guys to take longer, but that was pretty quick.
Thankfully,
So
it's not that big of an island.
Yeah, for sure. I think we all played our parts pretty well in that. Though honestly, I don't know why that guy decided to talk my ear off and gave me the perfect opportunity to kill him. By all rights, I should be dead right now.
Lady Luck has your back, maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's just destiny if you believe in that.
Fuck. Lady Luck has my back. Least you could do is jerk me off too. I'm hitting the town. I'll be back.
You know, I've grown to expect that from you, Adam. I'm just not even gonna respond.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Oh, by the way, where's Ebony?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Is she even awake yet?
She's awake. But
Shall
she
we
isn't there.
radio?
Maybe she does. I'll try to radio her in if I have one.
We all have a radio, my friend.
Beautiful. I've had radio in Ebony. We all have the same frequency.
You radio in Ebony.
You. What do you say to her?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, "Hey, Ebony, this is Adam. You awake? Over." He says joking.
I can just imagine a smug grin with that.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a second or so of silence before you hear the radio pop back on. Like, yeah, I'm awake. And you guys are where are you guys in the ship exactly?
The best place to store a prisoner.
The
So
kitchen.
real.
The canteen or the kitchen, somewhere around there.
Yeah, you guys can just from the you hear from the radio, but also you guys can just kind of like hear her muffled voice a bit above you guys. You could probably surmise she's on the top deck, and she responds, "Yeah, I'm awake. What's up?"
Hey, put your shirt back on.
My shirt is on. What are you talking about? It's on. Kill yourself.
And then after like a moment, she pops on the radio again, and says, "Over," and then fucks it back off, mimicking his weird thing he did.
What?
He kind of laughs at that, and then he goes on and he takes a step further, and he's gonna like, he's gonna be like, "Well, where are you at? Mosey your ass on over to the lower deck." Over.
Do you hear the radio pop back on? Yeah, just give me a. Wait. I mean, give me a minute. It's like
Okay,
that.
I like it.
I'll just turn over to Aaron. You know, for a guy who almost died, it sure is fucking cheery.
It's all the good berry I fed him.
You know, I
What?
actually believe.
Huh?
You just hear it down the hall. You what?
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Get
It's
good
just a
in
little
the name, you're fine.
Yeah. I made it extra good for him.
Probably after a few minutes, you guys
Blueberry.
can hear Ebony walking down the stairs
Better berry.
towards wherever you guys are. And to find you guys, instead of just asking, she keeps clicking the radio, so it keeps making that noise of jerk, 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 and she tracks you guys through that noise.
I'm turning the radio off.
I am too. You see, it clearly hurts his ears as they flap a little bit. So loud.
Eventually, she like pops by the door, walks by the door, seeing it open, and pops in. There you guys are.
I'll turn my radio back on. You didn't need to do that.
Yeah, you see him pull up his radio and fucking actually click it on and be like, and then everyone hears like the fucking same receiver. He's like, "This is Adam. I found Ebony's dumbass over."
Damn.
He's just sitting there with a shit-eating grin. One that's very much posted in the gallery. Oh yeah, I should mention. At this
I
point,
cast inflict wounds on Adam.
she is back in her she's back in her demon form again, having dropped the human disguise the moment she got on the ship.
No, actually, hold up. Never mind. I'm gonna backtrack. When I hear walking, I'm like, when I see her, now that I know this, I see her walking. Of course, I preemptively go for that. Captain, I found Ebony's hot. Oh shit! Damn. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No comment.
Not at all.
Cade says out loud.
Oh no.
Just no
But
comment.
I'll respond. But Ebony's not on fire.
Well, technically, you see, kind of like you forgot a little detail at the end of her hair when she's in demon form.
Ah.
She
I go.
actually is.
Then I'll say, I mean, yeah, she kind of is hot.
Ebony like looks at Adam and just like,
it's okay.
she's just like, "Look what you've started."
I've raised the boys well. He looks proud.
Fucking wild. So what's everyone doing today?
I got a couple of rounds to make. I just wanted to make sure everyone was, I don't know, around. I mean, obviously, but maybe you guys have an agenda besides people on babysitting our prisoner duty, or not prisoner. We don't keep prisoners. Our guest.
There you go.
Deemed.
Very nice.
So bad about keeping a prisoner.
Ebony kind of like
Is a pirate.
Ebony kind of like, as she says, esteemed guest, kind of her eyes turn and look over at the unconscious man laying over there.
Who's beat the fuck up?
Very clear look of a disdain in her eyes.
He is our guest. Yes. Adam, you're right. He gives you a little
I
fist
know.
bump for making it for saying the right thing.
Yep. He fist bumps you. He knows.
Anyways, there are actually a couple things. They said in the woods that there's a creature of water with the tongue of lightning. That sounds really cool to look at. Also, I kind of offered to help them with their crops, just to look at to see if I could increase the yield of their harvest. But I'm happy to stay on the ship and watch our guests if you want.
I got that covered, Aaron. Don't worry.
You're not gonna hurt him, right?
No,
And I still has useful
he's
information.
already hurt. I won't hurt him.
Okay.
I just have questions.
I'm not smart enough for that. Dang it.
Well, look, you offered these good people your word. Now, of course, you could always go back on it, but even then, I don't know. It seems like you'd have fun doing it, and I don't see the harm in getting that stuff done. I'll do my rounds. If you need help, I'll swing by.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I really have anything to do. I honestly don't really know if I should go back on there. I feel like if I go back there, I'd start yelling at people, and that.
Oh no, that's what I'm
not
gonna do.
good.
Feel free to join. Absolutely.
Oh wait, yo, really?
Yo, yeah. What else am I gonna do? I almost fucking died. I'm gonna raise hell. Listen, if I don't walk out of there either with like half their shit, okay, maybe I shouldn't be like a pirate, but like you know what I mean. Listen, I'm like basically like a hero. I'm like their god now. I should be, anyways. I almost died on the fucking cross. I'm like Jesus to these guys now. I should be.
Man, Rose on the 3rd minute.
Fucking died on a fragmented cross.
Ebony's just chuckling more and more as he starts saying this. He's like,
Betrayed
"Alright,
by
alright,
your friend too.
I think I'll take like 2 of the guys' wives. I think that's fair, leaving with like the other 5. You know, shit. I don't know.
It's a net positive.
Listen, I'm gonna get these people are gonna get what's coming, and so am I. That's just how it is. So that's what I'm gonna go down there and do. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna have a good time. Me
Oh,
included,
okay.
especially.
Let me go get my battle axe." You see, she
Yeah, of course.
runs off.
Yeah. Yeah, wear that nice dress you got on.
She's like, all you hear is her yell back, "What?" She legitimately didn't hear you.
I said I forget it. It's already having enough fun.
Yeah, you see her rush back like a few moments later. Like you see her wings have been like reabsorbed back into her back, but she hasn't completely swapped back into her human form yet. She has like her most of her gear back on. And you see her like running in, holding her great axe, like holding it in one hand, like kind of casually. All right, ready.
Excellent. All right, you guys want anything while we're out?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Coolio.
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I gotta. She gets sounds a little annoyed as she then kind of like she flicks her hair, and as she does that, you see her return back to her human form. Ugh.
Oh.
Kind of getting
He
used to
says
wearing
that.
my own skin.
He sighs with you as you turn back to your OG form.
She kind of like looks at him, just like, and then just kind of just looks confused, shrugs a little, doesn't really question it too much.
Yeah. Even if she did, he wouldn't answer. He'd be like, "Oh, no, nothing." So yes, this works out fine. But he'll be like, "Well, I'm not gonna go
Oh,
looking for anyone in particular, but I'll see who I find first out of the chieftain or Alice or the chief's son." Jesus. His face like darkens a bit when
hey,
he speaks that.
like, how far away are we now from like walking away from the other two?
Probably just leaving the ship now, getting outside.
All right. Yeah, as they're like stepping off the ship, he'll like Ebony like lightly elbows him in the side. He's like it whispers to him in Draconic, like, "Hey, want me to do some demon stuff? Could do that. Could be funny."
He looks at you. Yeah, what is it? He's gonna be? He's gonna be like, funny how?
I don't know. I didn't really think this through.
Exactly why. Exactly why I'm asking, dear Ebony.
Well, I don't know. What could I do? I mean, like, I guess I could charm them and like have them like do flips for us, but that's kind of boring.
That is pretty
I
boring. Not gonna lie.
could like I don't know. I could like make deals with them or something.
Deals like what? Like Shark Tank ass deals? Like if you give me half the island resources, I will grant you 12 Salunian dollars, which are actually worth 13 million, whatever the hell you guys traded.
Oh no 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 no. See, have you ever heard of what did Nazov call it? What's the word? Faustian bargains?
What?
Faustian? Uh, okay, okay.
Faustian.
So you know how in like movies and stuff, whenever they have the devil appear, he always goes and like makes people sign these weird contracts and things.
Oh yeah.
We actually do that.
Damn. The hell? Okay, so how does that work? Because usually you imagine them as like these really big and powerful like beings that could grant you like any wish because like omnipotent or some shit and give you like some great thing like unlimited riches or unlimited women or unlimited fucking magic or whatever. I mean, not to say that you are
Steven
what
crossing
you
her arms.
what, what do you? Nah, don't be like you know what I mean. Don't be like that. Like, what do you?
Oh,
What
all
kind
right,
of
I
deal
see
do
how it is.
you? Listen, listen. We talked about this, didn't we? You're immortal. You'll get there eventually, and I'm sure you'll have everyone wrapped around your finger. But at the time being, what does the current Ebony offer for her deals?
Well, I yeah, that's kind of the thing. I don't really have much to offer. I mean, I could go. Uh,
Give them your axe.
I could give them money. I could give them weapons. Uh, hell, I could give
Jesus,
them some of my like blood, I guess, if they wanted that. But I don't know what you would even use demon blood for.
You should scam them and say you gave them a blessing that'll like make their land incredibly like nice and fertile, and that they won't be looted by pirates anymore. And say that the guns we're handing out is like a gift from like the machine god or some shit, and have him also use your soul or something or their soul. It'd be funny.
Well, I wish. I think contracts kind of have to. I kind of actually have to give them something. I think in order for them to be binding. I don't know. I haven't really. I've only really made one deal.
I feel like there's a really cool story there. Anyone want to share?
I don't know if it's really a cool story as it is just depressing.
Well, I can see that you are so excited to talk about it, so I am going to be an asshole and say I do not care to hear it. He gives you that
Damn.
knowing look.
She's she chuckles at that. She's like, well, I don't really care to talk about. I don't care if you want to hear it, you want to hear it. But I mean, I said I'd tell you everything. So
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking like the stuff that actually matters. Like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm a demon. I mean, if you're saying, oh, but I never told you about that one deal that I made, like, listen, if it didn't end cause like the end of the world or have some fucking Reaper motherfuckers coming after us, I think you're good. Yeah.
it was with Nezov.
uh, I feel like that is quite important.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm not in a rush. Where does the story begin? Set the scene for me.
Well, this one. Well, I guess it. She kind of starts explaining this as you guys start like walking into the island, still speaking in Draconic the entire time.
Kill yourself. You know I don't know that language.
Well,
What's wrong
You're not
with you?
even there.
The rest of the party.
Oh,
does.
I was walking out. Yeah, I have to go to the crop guy.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Damn.
Giggity.
I'm
I'm
just
the only
skipping
one who
along
finished it with
because
that.
nothing.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what I mean.
Like
I'm
a
in.
fucking child.
Well,
He's
she's doing
slowly
this,
getting the idea to mind his own business. He's slowly getting that idea.
My
yeah,
God.
like,
Slowly.
Ebony's doing this so the villagers don't hear. That's why she's doing this.
Ah,
She's as she begins speaking. It's well, I guess the best way to start this was probably in hell. Hell is hell is a place. I can explain that another time. I don't need to bog you down with that, but essentially started it there, and one day, just minding my own business as much as I could, uh, I started feeling weird. I looked around, I didn't see anything, I didn't see anyone, and then I saw a bunch of runes appear underneath my feet, and then a few moments later, well, bam, I wasn't in hell anymore. And I woke up, and, well, not woke up, I guess. Next thing I knew, I was standing in the middle of this weird library looking place uh, with this glowing magic circle underneath my feet and this very kind of confused old man was sitting there in front of me. Yeah, I know.
All right.
Real grand mystical tale of how I got into your world. No harrowing battle. No, just
So what was
one
it, like
day.
a botched spell? I'm guessing.
Uh, Summoning, believe it or not.
Summoning. I see.
Yeah, I guess. Well, apparently back in the day, wizards used to do a lot of summoning. They'd pull creatures from different realms and pull them here to help them with things, I guess. No idea really why you'd want to summon a demon, but that was what Netzoth was doing. But I don't know if I was exactly the intended target from the look on his face. I think he was expecting something bigger.
Yeah, you are pretty short.
Shut up. He like lightly punches me in the arm.
No, but seriously, what was he? I guess he was imagining like what? Like, I mean, what kind of demons are in hell? I'm guessing like the big fat ones with like the dual axes and like the 7 hands or the 3 tongues. I don't really know. I'm just going based off of you know whatever they portray as in media.
Honestly, don't know. He never told me. Probably a bigger demon of rage. I think the it's he probably wasn't expecting little old me. Believe it or not, I'm kind of an oddity in rage. Down there. Most of them are not as human as me. Anyway.
I mean, I could imagine. I would never have thought that I would be standing in some random island in the middle of nowhere talking to a demon, and the encounter didn't end with me getting my head cut off. But hey, I haven't pissed you off enough yet, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold my. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Uh, but I guess that's technically not what. Well, I guess you don't have to worry too much. That's technically not what my kind. She's looking a little unsure of demon are usually doing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
axes are fun. She says, looking at her axe.
Easy. He's glinting her eye. Easy.
Hey, but don't worry, I wouldn't cut off your head.
He has I don't buy it look on his face. Ironically.
So, well, anyway, to get back on track. So he summons me through some crazy magic. I don't understand it, and honestly, part of me doesn't really care. He summoned me, and you know, honestly, now that I think about it, he was really, really lucky he prepared and had a magic circle. Because you see, magic circles, what they can do is, um, they're kind of like, I guess, I don't know, they're like to all of you, they're just circle on the ground. They don't really mean anything. But I mean, to us, I guess it's like running into a wall that you can't see. Yeah,
So it's
gonna
like
be on.
you were kind of brought into the world being like a prisoner, I guess.
Guess so. Yeah. Woke up. Well, no, I don't know why I keep saying waking. I woke up. I peered, looked at this man staring at me. He says something in a language I can't understand, and then when I try to walk forward, I can't. And I was hell, I could barely even move. Couldn't even really walk or even stretch my arms. Probably probably didn't do me any favors that I started screaming and started clawing at everything that was in sight, but still.
Yeah, well,
I
what else did you know? I'm guessing something like that.
uh I really don't like being in cages.
It who would?
But yeah, he kept me in that circle for a while. Took him a good hour before he started realizing that I couldn't actually understand what he was saying and actually decided to switch to Infernal. Took us another hour till I started actually listening to him. And probably another before I actually s- started to actually, you know, accept some of the food he was actually trying to give me. Yeah, me and him were stuck staring at each other, yeah, with that circle for a while.
Incredible game of don't blink first. I forget what that game was called.
uh, not exactly. It's just,
Well, the fucking staring contest. Tell
yeah,
that.
staring. Yeah. It was, I guess one thing about summoning when wizards did it, there was always I guess I suppose to say, a bargaining process. Because when I say wizards would summon things to help them, well, it's not exactly help, she says, kind of like giving the quotation marks. No, 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 I wasn't asked. I was told. I was brought into this world, and I essentially had to haggle with him for him to even let me out. And really, in order to do that, I had to read his fucking terms, or else he'd send me just straight back to hell. He wouldn't kill me, but honestly, I kind of prefer that over going back there. They do call it hell for a reason.
Yeah, but I guess if that's the case, I guess every demon is kind of dying to get summoned into the world then, huh? But like you win the lottery or something, even though you were trapped.
Maybe it was a strange feeling. He pulled me out of that nightmare, yeah, but I don't know. I just felt like I was just going from one bad situation to another. I'll admit this world is so much better. I won't lie. I love it here, really.
Of
But
course, I'm in it.
of course, yeah, of course that's what you say.
He gives that playful wink, of course. It's like, go on.
But I guess it was. I don't know. It was strange. I never really. I don't know. I guess I did in a sense, because I mean, I'm here. I'm now I'm free, but it wasn't like that for years.
Aaron will lean in after so long and goes, "So what are you guys talking about?" I want to, if it's okay with you guys, I just want to like say you guys forgot me. This is like kind of skipping behind you guys,
Oh yeah, no,
just
Ebony
silently
probably
skipping,
totally forgot.
and then she'll like lean in right next to. So what are you guys talking about?
See Ebony get a little startled a little bit. She looks at us like, hi. She says, "Come in."
Yeah. We were talking about what kind of spirit animal Ebony is. I think she's a big, fluffy rabbit. So red eyes,
Probably
white
true.
hair.
Red eyes, white hair. I think she'd be closer to a bat, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, you're a creature of darkness, as well as you're really good at finding things sometimes.
You're a puppy with wings.
That too.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's a good thing. Bats are a very natural creature and also help with nocturnal life cycles.
She looks at both of you. You can see she's a little. I know she's a little bewildered. She wasn't ready for you to this sudden change of topic.
Yeah, I'm the greatest bullshitter this side of the ocean, baby.
He knows how to throw him off track.
I guess. Yeah, sure. I'm a bad.
Bad Ebony.
Oh, don't patronize me. She says, crossing her arms.
Oh, I can't patronize you. You don't have any good deals for me to make me want to make you my patron.
Because what would you offer me? Your soul.
No, I'd offer you the experience of a lifetime.
Oh, and
Is it you
what's
leaving?
that? You see her barely contain a laugh as Aaron says that.
Ebony says she'd pay good money for that all the time.
Oh,
She
I'm
looks
sure.
a little bit
Well, look,
baffled because she's actually never said that.
I hope you know he's still trying to give you shit. He knows. He's a knower.
for you, Ebony, the experience of a lifetime, of course. What else but the Adam Dragonflare exclusive solo guitar concerts just for you? Entire, like hour of the greatest bangers that are on this side of the ocean. Now, for your demon form, however, a different experience.
See, she rolls her eyes.
Take this guy to the beach that makes you old.
You kind of see Aaron's mood get a little sad as he thinks about his friend, who, oh my God, what was their name? Artie, yeah. Thinks about their friend Artie. I'm gonna go find the crop guys. You guys can keep talking about Ebony's spirit animal, and whenever you get like a really good consensus, get back to me.
How does he know that word?
You got it, Great Fire Monkey.
He becomes a monkey, and then runs off.
No way he goes.
There he goes. What the fuck? I am not a Latinx. We proved this. I'm white. I got a DNA test. I'm white.
I don't believe that shit. You paid them for it. You paid them for it.
Yeah, I paid them for the DNA test.
You paid for it. Yeah, you paid for something. All right.
I'm
Paid
white.
for an answer. Okay.
Don't forget it.
The world will forget it. I promise.
Anyways. Yeah, you head out.
Yes.
Up to you if you want to like swap the scene onto one of the others. Because
Tide.
for a bit.
Yeah, I only got through half of her backstory.
Will.
Yeah.
Roll me a D2.
Come on, Will. I believe.
I believe.
Oh. Looks like it's on Mr. Flair and Mr.
The election
Bunny.
was
Miss Bunny.
Bunny.
Bunny and Mr. Yeah, they're perfect.
You know a lot about
That's
Bad
it.
Bunnies, don't you, being a Latinx?
What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
What? Actual word soup. Kill yourself in real life.
Latinx. I actually love that. Incredible.
So good.
Latinx.
Move on.
Bro,
As,
actually got said referenced Bad Bunny. Who the fuck? It's not even funny.
I saw an opportunity. I took it.
See, this is the problem with Latinx because Bad Bunny, I'm pretty sure he's fucking Colombian. He's not Mexican. It's like fucking. It's not even regionally specific.
Okay, so it's ever encompassing.
Yeah, I know.
know.
And that's the problem. Anyways, yeah.
That's the problem.
The scene will for now stay on Ebony and Adam.
Let's go. More backstory. It's that easy. Hey, I'm all in it for the backstory.
Give me the rest of your backstory, damn it.
Must be nice not having to roll persuasion checks all fucking day. For the tiniest of crumbs. For the tiniest of crumbs.
Listen, you just chose the wrong demon to be friends with. I'm sorry, it's your
Must
fault.
be.
With the hardest backstory to achieve. All I had to do was cry in front of this bitch once.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This must be the ad. This must be the Dragon Flare Riz I've heard about.
Yeah, listen, the Dragon Flare Riz is like,
please, please. That's all it is.
Yeah, you guys just had the right combination of things to make her not turn hostile. Because I really expected her to, but you guys just nailed every single point.
Who's the best? That is.
I would say it's all on me, baby. You neglect the eyes. See, there's tiger eyes, but they also can get big, like the little Puss in Boots eyes. Please, Pussy, please.
All right, continuing. Ebony kind of like watches Cade, or not Cade, Aaron, like run off. Just kind of sighs. She's like, "Really, spirit animal?"
hey, he bought it, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You're still jealous that you're, not the great fire monkey and a little bat.
I really could not care.
Nah, I know you care like a little bit. It's like when you first look at your zodiac and you're like, oh fuck, I'm Cancer. Like you gotta suck, man. This really gotta suck.
Zodi, what?
Oh my god, you don't know about zodiacs? Listen, I
No.
wish I was like you and didn't know about them because I'm gonna be real with you. Fumbled a lot of bitches because of these fucking star signs. But you know what? It's all right. We're not gonna talk about it. We're talking about spell circles and old men.
Oh yeah. Never tell Aaron about zodiacs if it has to do with stars. He'll never stop talking about it. Oh yeah, but spells. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'll continue. Uh, so to kind of make a long story short, uh, we eventually haggled, I guess, a deal. He wanted a demon to serve him, I guess. I He was vague about it and about what he wanted. Which honestly, if I'm being honest, kind of scared the shit out of me in the moment. But
I mean, yeah, you expect somebody like him to have like a whole fucking list instead of something vague. Usually, if you're gonna make the gambit to summon a demon, instead of just having the little circle, like good on him for that. But, like, have
yeah,
a really well thought out, very exact list. But I suppose being exact leaves a lot of loopholes. But I feel like being vague would do the same effect. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
the only thing that he had, the only things that he said were that he required my aid in whatever task he needed to be doing. So I had to listen to whatever he said. I couldn't kill him as long as our deal was maintained, or hurt him, really. And that the deal would last about 5 years.
5 years, only 5.
Yeah, which that's that was the weird thing. He could have bargained for more, but he only chose 5. I mean, he's not stupid. I know how smart he is. He knows I'm not some grand, powerful demon. But I didn't get it. Didn't make any sense. Especially, well, when I gave him the price I asked for. As like she mentions the price that she asked for, you see her kind of look away from you, a little bit of shame on her face.
He kind of like notices this. He's like, I mean, what could you really want from this guy? Like your freedom at the end of it? I mean, I guess you technically would, but I
Oh,
mean, like,
I mean, I was gonna get my freedom regardless once the deal ended, assuming he didn't send me back to hell. But all I could ask for was the only thing I could really bargain with. He wasn't willing to change any of his demands. So it's, in hell, you don't get a very good impression of people. Anyone who has any semblance of power over you, they're going to abuse it. They're going to do whatever they want with you, whether you like it or you don't. That's just the way it was. And it's the way I thought it was going to be here. And so I asked for, well, I know it sounds cliche, but I asked for a soul.
yeah, Adam thinks about it for a bit, and it's like, you know, I really could make a joke about this right now, but I'm sure it has some sort of significance to you and a reason you wanted to choose it. Was it because it lets you feel that kind of control?
I
Or was it like it's kind of status thing? If you ever did have to go back down there, You say, "Oh, look at me! I have a human soul. I made them give me their soul. Haha."
Both. It's souls are. I know you all don't up here don't really think about it, but they exist. They are a real, very real thing, and means we can draw power from them. Hell, if I got souls, I wouldn't be a lesser demon anymore. I wouldn't have to worry about all this piece of shit in hell pushing me around. I wouldn't have to be scared of anything, of anyone. But in order to do that, it would cost him everything.
Huh. 5-year tenure for your entire soul. Not even just your
Yep.
life, your soul.
Yep.
Dumbass. Okay, that's real.
She chuckles a little at that. Yeah, yeah. He kind of is, or maybe he's just insane. Honestly, I don't really know because he agreed. For some damn reason, he agreed.
We can only hope, but no, not even hope. Wonder what's going on through his head, what he planned to achieve. But well, I'd probably be in the same mindset as you back then. Well, if he's gonna seal the deal on that, sucker, ride this out, I guess.
Yeah, that was my plan. The moment he dropped that circle and started giving me his first orders, I expected it was gonna be another 5 years of hell. That's what I was preparing for. But now the thing that made it all the more complicated was I was fucking wrong. I
About
well, I guess what kind of slave master he'd be, I guess. But he was. I expected just more of the same old, same old. Same old pushing around, same old yelling, the same old violence. Same old hell shit. But I guess I should have known a little bit better. This was a different world after all. Old, old bastard started. I don't know. He didn't really give me much to do. We just, at first, we just sat around in his tower, and he sat there just keep on talking at me and like comment and then like translating it into Infernal. He kept doing this forever and ever and ever until I eventually began to understand it. No idea why he did that, but uh, hell, I don't even know why he did any of the things he did. He started teaching me a lot of things. I guess about this world's history. He tried to teach me magic. Didn't work, but he tried.
Thank God. He would have ended up being the reason this world burned down at least 5 years ago.
Um, he taught me how to eat food. He told me how to be polite. Not that I
he
really
did
ever
a stellar
was.
job.
Yeah, no, he nailed it. Would you believe it?
A true expert at his craft, the real archmage here.
Well, I mean, there's only so much you could do when you got a
I
demon.
suppose. Yeah, I suppose so. I think they've done a worse job.
But he just started teaching me a bunch of shit. He he fucking made me food. He read me books. Taught me how to do most of the shit I can do now. She says, kind of like haphazardly, like like twirling an axle a little. Of course, I had some stuff from hell, but he refined it, I guess. And just a lot of teaching things, showing me things, and just it started to drive me mad for a little bit. Like, what the fuck were we doing? Why wasn't he like? He said he needed help. Why was he sitting me down here and throwing all the shit in my face? I didn't get it. I mean, we go out occasionally. He'd throw down a teleportation circle, and we'd go out, and I would occasionally do things for him, but he's mostly just punching anyone who decided to spit in his general direction. Really wasn't anything.
Honestly, not a bad use of the pact.
But hell, even that was rare.
Would have him beat up the people that he didn't like.
Yeah, believe it or not, the big old nerd is a bit of a shut-in. Didn't get out
Yeah, it
much.
tracks. Yep.
Just sat in that tower day in, day in, day out. Reading me shit, teaching me shit, me food, telling me stories. Don't don't get it.
And he did this over the course of 5 years, and that was it.
He kinda, I guess. He kept doing this year after year. I it's so fucking weird. She's looking a little frustrated. I was so prepared for just this. I don't know, for anything else I was used to. Not whatever the hell this was. It wasn't. I don't know. I just wasn't. I guess wasn't used to people. I guess just being nice to me.
Well, hell is a place where I'd imagine not many things are out there to be nice to you, unless they're trying to trick you or otherwise get you into doing something or falling into a trap or serving them unduly for any kind of way. So yeah, I'm sure that something that didn't really have an obvious loophole or and like an obvious ploy to it was jarring. Almost felt more dangerous than the actual danger that was presented to you.
Yeah. I mean, at least in hell, I kind of knew what to expect, you know. Whenever people were going in and they're giving me their empty platitudes, their sweet words, I always knew it was just because they wanted to just, you know, because they always just wanted to use me. Because down there, you know, no one gives a shit about each other down there. Much less me. I'm a lesser demon and a lesser demon and not even normal rage demon. Because, you know, hell had to have its little bit of irony when it made me. Spawned me on the layer of rage with some of those black rage horns, but just instead of spawning me as some big fuck off monster, no, you know what it wanted to make me? A fucking succubus, because that's the fun thing to put down there. Because that would go well.
That makes sense. Well, not the hell thing, the you being enraged, but you're a suck. Go on.
He, he gets a little smile, but not too much. Uh, yeah. I, you know, down there, I'm used to being bounced around like a trophy in between whatever demon thinks, you know, whatever demon thinks they should befriend me for. It's what I'm used to kindness as empty platitudes so that they could say, haha, look at me. I have one of the few succubi of rage right here at my side. But hell, Nezzel didn't know that. He didn't care. He wasn't a demon. He wasn't a devil. He wasn't from hell.
Very, very find a human from hell.
Quite so. It's yeah, I imagine a rare occurrence.
I'm sure there's a fucking player character out there that is one of those fucking because there's got to be somebody. That's not a character. That's not a character.
Yeah, probably. uh, he yeah, spent those 5 years just doing that. He would he would go out, buy clothes, buy food, bring it back for me. Hell, this jacket here. He says, kind of like pulling on it. I didn't even buy this thing. He did.
Damn.
Came back with it one day and said, "Hey, I thought you'd like this."
And you still wear it? Seem to have taken pretty good care of it.
Yeah, I guess I did. I I don't know. I didn't know what to do. As the date that he would have to give me his souls began approaching, I don't know. I was lost. I was confused. I didn't know what the hell to do. Because was I really just about to rip the soul out of the chest of this dude who just went? Hell, essentially fucking adopted me for 5 years.
Adopting a demon. Imagine that.
Yes, humiliating as it is, what he essentially did. And I don't know. But I knew the day of my freedom was starting to approach, so that had me excited at least. And eventually it came the day, and I was counting down the hours, waiting, waiting, and waiting. I knew the contract would expire soon. And all I'd have to do was just go and collect, and then fuck off to do whatever I wanted. And, but I was stupid. We were sitting, eating breakfast as we usually did. It became a routine of sorts around this. Kind of kind of now I think about it, the thing looked like it was rotting all the time, but it's a old table we would sit at and eat. But and at that he said that he made something. He slid over this weird looking vial and said it was a potion to help increase my strength. And I was a dumbass that believed him. Don't know why. Guess I just got comfortable.
I mean, yeah, 4 years of nothing really. And then boom. Deception.
Yeah. I put my trust in him. And I drank back the potion and I passed out. And when I woke back up, he uh, he wasn't there. I was alone in that old tower. That was my home away from home for 5 fucking years. And just nothing. He was just gone. I think I remember finding a little note he left or something, but
What did it say?
I don't know.
Still have it.
Something about that he uh he had more things to explore, and the great Archmage Nezoth was not yet destined to die, or something along those lines. And yeah, he left me with this. And you see, as she's been kind of like hiding this up until now, Ebony reaches like in underneath her coat and pulls out this small little amulet set with a small little red gem, which you could see kind of carved into the face of the gem is a symbol that looks like an E.
Hmm. That E for Ebony.
Probably.
What? You found this with the letter?
Yep. He said something about how, well, it protected me from people trying to find me, but well, you saw how well that worked.
Yeah, I guess so. So directly hard to find that when I signed up for this random mission in one of the biggest cities in Saloon, you just plopped right into my lap along with 3 foot tall captain and Mr. Fire Monkey over there. Some real rare finds.
Yeah, 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 really. Yeah.
But
But yeah, there's my tail, Adam. She says, kind of like kind of doing that thing where you like take the arm up and you kind of like do that swing with the closed fist. I don't know if you know what it is. I don't know if I'm describing it well.
yeah,
Kind of
I
like
don't
the
know.
"oh darn" expression some people do.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Over
yeah, yeah.
exaggerate
I
with
know.
their arm.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
does that.
I understand what she's doing now. Wonderful. He's like, huh. Well, so demon from hell summoned by some random wizard who made a really terrible deal and then completely duped you out of it after teaching you and kind of just, as you said, doing whatever for 5 years. Hmm. He actually thinks about it for a while. He thinks about the letter, the amulet, actions, puts himself in this guy's shoes, puts himself in your shoes. And he still seems kind of confused, but his eyes kind of narrow. And he's like, Ebony,
Yeah.
can't help but think. What was he trying to get out of that? I'm sure you've been asking yourself the same thing for well, ever since he disappeared. What were all those 5 years for?
Well, I kind of, I don't know. I have theories, guesses.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, the options are unlimited. Who knows? Maybe he really was fucking crazy. Or something else that we can't quite comprehend of the great Archmage. But
maybe I just
but
like why go through all of that? Just why go through all that fucking effort and go and be so nice to me and teach me all this, make me all this food, go and buy me all these clothes, take me out, do all this shit, like give me all this hope, and then just fuck off to take it all away.
you know, when I think about it, think what is it that he could have gotten from you that he didn't just send, apparently a weaker, lesser demon like you back when he realized the spell was botched? Couldn't he just have done it again? Or maybe even then, if he really was just looking for somebody to give all of that they gave to you to, why not just take an apprentice? Wizards are great at that, especially scouting one out. And then, of course, if he actually needed a demon for a specific goal, he would have planned towards it for 5 years instead of doing nothing or plotting some sort of spell or doing something great. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I
But
don't think wizards go and
do
with
what he
their,
did.
yeah, they don't do that with apprentices. Apprentices are far more formal.
Maybe. But some people go about raising their apprentices in different ways. I consider that art kid my apprentice. I mean, shit, she's a pretty good musician. But I definitely know that we spoke like 3 times, and that was it. Good kid, still. If she ever makes it big, I'm gonna say, yeah, she learned from the OG Dragon Flare. That'll be stuff for a lifetime. But besides the point.
But don't think if you're raising an apprentice, you don't keep them in your house for years. You don't go and make them food every day. You don't go out and get them clothes and gifts. You don't go out and read them stories. You don't go out and give them their own little room and like, what the fuck was he doing?
Well, that's why I said not many of them make sense for your case. But I don't really have an answer for you. But I can at least say this. If I were a wizard who decided to go through all that, I'd probably have decided that the reason all of that was for was there was something he wanted from you, something that only you could provide within those 5 years. What he was doing for those 5 years of doing all the stuff that you were talking about. I don't know what that could have granted him.
But
And
what?
then
I wasn't doing anything for him. He was just sitting around, eating his food, listening to his lessons, being unruly. He wasn't doing anything.
yeah, hell if I know what you were giving him and why he decided to take that course of action. But instead of just dipping on you and hiding everything, he gave you a lock and he left you a note. It's very rare for, I'll admit, I've done girls way dirtier where I've, banged their brains out for an entire night and then I disappear like a ghost into the night and suddenly they can't reach any of my social media. And yet, for 5 years of dedication, he left you a locket and a note.
Yep. He says, kind of like, she kind of makes that noise, kind of sighing as she puts her, kind of like puts her head in her hands. Just why go through? I don't know. Why did he go through all the effort to even make that connection with me?
Again, I'm pretty sure there was something within those 5 years that mattered. I don't know what it was, but whatever he did when he decided to dupe you out of it and leave you behind is likely he got all he could within that time and is now kind of living off of that borrowed time until you eventually find him. Again, I don't really have the answer for you, but again, I know it's obvious, but I'm sure he didn't do all of that for nothing. And again, he left behind certain things. Maybe he even wants you to find them one of these days.
But why would he want me to find him? I mean, if he ran off because he didn't want to die, then why would he want me to find him?
Well,
Maybe
because he left you again. He left you behind those things. Maybe there was something that he wanted from you for getting to be in your mind like that. Maybe it was something else too. But it wasn't wasted time.
I try to tell myself that a lot. That all those days that I enjoyed them, that I was happy. And I was. I was.
Well, that's interesting that you say that. Could I pose a question to you.
Go on.
Do you miss Nosov? Or do you just so badly want his soul for what he did to dupe you?
That's the thing. I don't know. Part of me wants to. Next time I see him, I want to rip his skull off and just drown in his blood. But I don't know the other half. I don't know. I feel like if I see him again, I don't know. I don't know how I'd react. Just I don't know. Part of me wants him dead, and I guess another part of me does kind of long for that life back. Pathetic to hear from a demon, I know, but it was
Well,
peaceful.
you're capable of sympathizing with people like us on the crew. So I guess in terms of demons, you're pretty pathetic. In terms of humans, I think you're better than a lot of them I've met. And that's kind of funny considering you're technically not even one. So at least you're pretty good somewhere. Guess Nezalt did a pretty good job after all.
Ah.
Oh, don't give me that. Ah,
Goes by.
now I feel gross for saying it. Fuck you.
she she's like, haha. It gives you like a little like light what is it, bump in like the arm with like elbow bump.
That's what I get for being nice.
Uh yeah. Thanks for hearing me out, and yeah, for just thanks.
Yeah, sure, it's been hard. You only have ever known one life, and then you had to suddenly learn another one in the course of 5 years, and then that became the only thing you ever knew, and then that fell apart too. It
Yeah.
must really feel like the entire world's against you. Well, probably from the very beginning, it was like that.
Yeah. I still really don't even know what I'm doing here.
Well,
Just some random, immortal, supernaturally evil creature walking through this world's not knowing whatever the hell I'm doing.
and now you're one of us. Smiles. Like, what, you really think I'm out here with any sort of grand goal either? I basically grew up in a pretty small town, did a whole lot of nothing for most of it, fucked around with my friends, doing whatever the hell we felt like. I guess in a way you could probably say it was like the layer of hell of indulgence of just doing whatever the fuck you want, except there's a lot more toys around than molten rock and whatever the hell else you guys have down there. Then
Not
that
again.
goes on for about 17 years, and then when you decide, oh yeah, in this particular ring, we're going to be super popular guys. We're going to make a lot of great music together, and then suddenly one of them wants to be a fucking doctor, and then the other one wants to go fuck off and be a solo musician, and the other one wants to be an accountant. And then suddenly you're to sit fucking thumb up ass having kind of wanted to dedicate your life to your craft. So instead of this doing that, you decide, well, I guess I have to listen to my bumfuck father and join the goddamn military. And then you do that for 3 short years, and then you realize, oh, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing with life. And then decide to go on a journey on a random fucking boat in the middle of nowhere, and then end up being friends with a demon, a 3-foot kobold, and a boy who was raised in the fucking woods. Welcome to the life of Adam Dragonflare. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either.
As
See
you
that?
say
It only took
that,
me like 5 minutes to do that. It only took me like 2 minutes to do that. The backstory.
yeah, out of character. Sorry it took so long.
No, you're good. Good.
She kind of chuckles at that a little. Yeah, I guess we are just a bunch of lost souls, aren't we?
You, seriously. But the riot ain't over yet. You got a whole immortality of fun stuff to burn around, so can't promise we'll be as fun as no, but what am I even trying to say? We're gonna be a lot more fucking fun than Nezoth. Matter of fact, if you don't kill him when we see him, fuck it, you could invite him along. Or we could just give him the treatment that we have the guy back at the ship. Pretty fucking
Yeah, 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 yeah. Immortality. He kind of sits there in silence for a minute. Bit weird when you think about it. How,
won't be about too long.
I mean, you guys are all gonna grow and change, and I'm just gonna be same old me.
Nah.
What do you mean, meh?
Nah. I think you're gonna change too. You got an entire immortality to work on yourself. Look, I had a pretty interesting conversation with a specific person who's very enthusiastic about how immortals eventually will also come to the same fate of seeing life in a very dreary way and then become evil and then lose their sense of moral compass and the idea of cause and effect and the idea of consequences, think they're above them, and then just be general menaces that just deserve to die. Me personally, I think that's bullshit. I think that's kind of stupid. I think that's ignorant, and I think it actually robs certain people of being change. Well, being able to change, I guess. I mean, look, I'm talking to a demon here that doesn't want to rip my brains out, so there's clearly exceptions to every rule. I think if you're gonna end up being one of those people that's, oh, I'm immortal and it's gonna suck forever because I can't change, then I think I should spend the 30-ish odd years I have probably in the tank, being very generous to myself in terms of lifespan, to, I don't know, hang out, see you change with you, and then before I croak, do something really cool that stops you from being one of those super immortal people that end up wanting to destroy the world or some shit. And then, in that same time, you can just go to the person that told me, that was an absolute fact, and spit in their dinner and say, that one was for my dear friend Adam Dragonflare, the greatest of his kind in mortality, and I will reign his name for the rest of my immortal lifespan. Praise be. And then I have a little religion. Maybe I come back and reincarnate. It's like a blonde kid with blue eyes.
You see, kind of like
And
you're chuckling. Yeah, who knows? I don't know if that's how cults work, but
you know what? How about I make a deal with
oh,
you? Be my cult leader in exchange. Uh, let me think about this. I don't want to give you my soul. I think that one's a little cliche. I think someone stole the thunder of that and said my soul, was so unworthy of a deal. So I think of something better.
aw. She looks
My
a little
dad's
sad.
soul? My dad was his.
Okay, well, okay, you can't fork over someone else's soul. As
But
funny
it's
as
my
that would be.
bloodline. I'll give you this. He holds out the broken golden horn that his dad gave him. You were there when he gave it to him.
Isn't that like important to you?
Mm. My dad. He shrugs.
She kind of sighs and
He takes out
kind
on charisma Gojo glasses.
what? He what?
You could preach my name in style. He's the +1 charisma glasses. Gojo.
Oh,
Should be in my inventory.
she after after looking at that horn for a moment, she kind of like looks back at Adam and says, "You know, I really appreciate it, but you know, why why would you really do all that for me? Beyond just spite and proving that person wrong. I mean, I've lied to you. I've been nasty to all of you guys. Been a real piece of shit."
I guess if I had to pick a reason, kind of shrugs. Don't really have many friends anymore, I guess. And I mean, you guys definitely suck, but he says that, tongue in cheek.
You
But
see her like smirk a little.
It's growing on me, I ain't gonna lie. You notice he like looks down, kind of like holds the little necklace that Aaron gave him that has the red jewel in it and the other amethyst on it. And he kind of like lowers it again. And he's also like, and well, that wasn't the original reason, I guess. Guess it's because whenever you mentioned immortality after I kind of gave you existential crisis about that one, and then just see the look on your face, it kind of reminds me of how absolutely shitting bricks I would be if I was in that situation. And well, it'd be nice if somebody were to want to do something to comfort me for whatever comes after 100 years and suddenly being alone again. I don't know. Whatever someone like that can do, or someone who is in that position, unlike me, would be willing to do, it'd make me happy. Especially if I really did feel like the world was against me for as long as I can remember. Just one person's on my side, even if only for a while. Maybe that's a little stupid to say, since, well, I guess you could say the same about Nezov, but, well, if I suddenly disappear on you, it will only be because I probably die in my sleep.
She smiles as you say that and gives a little chuckle. Well, uh, well, if I guess it's any comfort, I did want to tell you, you know, I
Yeah, I'm sure
just,
you're gonna tell all of us eventually.
just, I never really had friends. So when you offered me that promise, if I'm being honest, I kind of panicked. But
Too much commitment in one go. I'm sorry, I'm just that much of a lover. I tend to be intimidating that way.
but I mean, if you'd be willing to look past my bullshit, I'd uh I'd be happy to be your friend for as long as you live, at least.
Sure, why not? I mean, I guess I could look past it. You notice that's a very odd response coming from him. He looks away. If you want to roll an insight.
Yeah, yeah, she's so gonna try to do that.
Or the DC will be like 10.
Uh-oh. Did it not work? Oh, there it is.
That
17.
easy. Aw, you got him embarrassed. He's all flattered.
You hear her like kind of like lightly giggle as she like kind of like reaches up, gives you like a pat on the shoulder. Well, oh gosh, okay, I actually didn't know what she was gonna say. She giggles, kind of like giving him a like that pat on the shoulder. Just Yeah, I know. I'm moving on. That's what I'm about to do. I'm sorry. She gives him a pat on the shoulder, like, well, if that's all settled, I think we have some islanders to attend to, don't we?
There we go.
Yes, indeed. Please move on. Let's
Yeah,
put
yeah.
somebody else on screen. Already. The yapping level
Yeah.
today. Oh, God.
That is traffic.
Hold on, wait. I need fucking one of these.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I am really sorry.
No, man.
Nah, you're chill.
We love the
We'll still
exposition.
poke fun, but absolutely fine. The backstory needed to happen. I just feel bad because if I were Ethan right now, I'd be like, all right, I got a session for him today, and then I'm sitting here on standby for it. Like, okay, well, I
Okay.
gotta let him rock.
Oh, just as Glenn joins. Oh, here comes Peak. Aaron,
Yo.
you get to play the game.
Oh, finally.
Sorry.
Oh, fucking shot.
It's so beautiful. It's peak.
Aaron,
Finally made it to the big leagues.
you're strolling on the beach sands.
La 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 la.
You see it. What appears to be a farm, or at least it's arranged like one.
Well, I guess this is the place. I look around. Do I see anybody?
You see a man. One of those sea elves. He's got a straw hat on. And no shirt.
Does he look muscular?
Yes.
Ah, nice physique, sir. You must be the farmer.
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
Yes, yes.
I'm the farmer. I provide for the food. I provide the food to the people, for the people.
Very good, very good.
Who are
Well,
you?
I am Aaron Edrin. But you can call me Aaron or Nin, whichever one you prefer.
I will call you Nin.
Thank you. Anyways, I spoke with your chieftain before, and I offered to help with the yield of your harvest in any way I possibly can. I was
Oh.
hoping I could maybe look at your crops and your process.
Of course. Come with me.
Absolutely, lead the way.
Takes you to a shed full of, various farm equipment. He walks you over to a barrel. And he's like, and you walk over to it and immediately you smell this foul smell. Do you know what is inside of this?
Well, I hope it's poop.
No.
No?
Dead seaweed, rotten. Dead fish, also rotten. Dirt. There's bugs, things like that. This is the best fertilizer we have.
Well, I mean, it does produce a little bit of fertilization for plants, but have you tried, instead of, using the dead animals, which are limited, instead maybe training some alive animals and then utilizing their feces to actually help grow your crops? That way you can live in a harmonious ecosystem?
There aren't many animals here that would be willing to do so. Maybe the birds.
Birds don't produce enough. You guys don't have any livestock?
No. Well, there are the boar, but they are wild and violent.
Oh, well, wild and violent boar, you could still put them in a enclosure at very least.
How would I go about doing that?
Well, you build a rather sturdy fence. Sometimes you can make it out of stone, or I can help you guys tame some boar and bring them in, and then they breed, and then the tame boar help pretty much make a new breed of more light-hearted boar. It's very, you have multiple processes. It's whichever one you prefer, really. If you want to enclose in the more rabid boar, you would have a harder time training them, but if you have tamed boar, you'd have a better time making further generations.
Well, we've tried taming the boar before. They attacked us.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a longer process, and it can be difficult sometimes. But with help, I'm sure it's possible. In fact, if you want, we can go try today.
Okay. We shall go. Now.
Now?
Yes, I am ready. Do you have a weapon?
Yeah. He pulls out a slingshot. Yeah, sure.
Very good. Now he reaches the behind the barrel and he pulls out an AK. He's like, "We just got these. Very fancy weapon."
I think it's best if you leave the loud and abrasive weapons behind. Don't want to scare the boar, really.
If we get
Make it a lot
attacked,
harder to
if we
handle.
get attacked, it will be over
Well,
in an instant. We will die.
look, friend, I assure you that we'll be safe without the harsh weaponry. In fact, here you can borrow my staff if it really comes down to it. It's a real hard hitter. It'll keep the boar away from you.
The boar are not so easily stopped, but fine. I will carry this, and then carry the gun on my back.
Okay, that's good. So, the first step to taming any real animal is to, first of all, find food that it'll eat, and show it that you mean it no harm. So, boar eats. I'm totally not about to look it up. So boar eat fruits, acorns, nuts. Do you guys have any of that laying around, or do we need to find some?
We have.
Or I can make.
We do have some of that, yes.
Oh, great. Okay. Where is it? Right. If you'll lead me to that, and I can even make it more enticing for the boar as well.
All right. You go outside and there's just a basket of foraged foods. Got some banana in there. Some acorns.
Perfect. All right. So now, do you know where most of the boar live in this area?
The jungle.
Oh, do you know where they usually, the lines that they cross, or if they have a hidey hole anywhere?
They wander. Usually to attract them we go, and if my mic didn't pick that up on Discord, I can't do it again because it's 11:37 and my parents will beat me.
It was just complete silence. I was like, "Yeah, okay." He goes, "Great. All right, now, last question. Are you sure there's no one else you want to bring along with us to make this easier?"
I guess not. Everybody else is going to be attending to their duties.
All right. Then it's you and me, friend. Let's go.
Okay. You two go.
And he'll say it too. An important thing to remember is too, we don't want to be too loud or they'll run off before we get to them. Try and follow me and be a little more, not sneaky, but, be one with nature. Act like you belong.
Okay. Yeah, you go. You now stand out in the middle. Yeah, in the middle of just the jungle.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Right. Can I look to pick up any tracks?
Roll me nature.
Oh.
What'd you get?
3.
Oh, brother.
Because it's a nature check. For picking up tracks, if I can make my case, I beg of you. For nature checks, or not for nature checks, for tracks, it's usually survival.
You'd be right.
It is usually, yeah.
But I hate you. Fine, I'll allow you to redo it.
Thank you. It's gonna be the same roll.
It'd be really funny if it was.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Thank
not.
God. I was like, I dumped everything into survival. You can't do this to me. You can't make it nature. You know he's a fucking idiot.
This is what you deserve.
14.
All right, a 14, not bad. You are indeed able to pick up some tracks.
I'll point out to the farmer. You see here?
Mm-hmm.
Bovian foot line shows a fairly large animal, and you see how far sunk it is, especially compared to my foot. Hell, it definitely weighs a good little bit.
I can tell a boar has been here.
Yes, and if you move over here to this tree, you can even see where they brushed their tusks up against it. Interesting.
Let's see.
Right. Now, I move and move along.
Yeah, you two move along. You are eventually able to find the boar.
Oh. Right. Well, not there he is. Big guy, see? Now, the question is, how do we get up to him? Is he doing anything? Is he just standing there?
No. Well, I should say the boar as in the boar, not the boar. Well, boar multiple instead of boar singular, you know?
Yeah.
So there's about, like 17 of them.
17?
Yes. They travel in very large herds.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm going to ask, do you guys have any gated areas or fenced off sections back at home?
Not really. Everything is free. As is the way.
That's fair. I will slowly approach some of the boar. Friendly, calm, nice, with the food in my hand.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They kind of sniff at it. We'll say there's like 3 boar sniffing at it. One of them.
And I will.
Yeah, they start to eat.
Oh, let's go.
What
Now,
do you do?
Here's where the magic comes in. Where? Why is it not here? There it is. Okay, good. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual
Okay.
while they're eating, and I'm gonna say, "You like that?"
Tastes good.
Yeah. There's a lot more where that came from. If you want to, have a nice life, bathe in the sun, have good food always.
I am bathing in the sun and having nice life.
But let me tell you this as well. You don't have to worry about anyone hunting you down. There's a nice little place just by the coast where a bunch of good people live, and they make food like this all the time. And if you and your friends would like, you can come join them, live out there, and basically be fed your whole life, safe, and all you got to do is just give them your feces. Which, I guess you don't really want around either, so they clean up after you as well.
Roll me persuasion.
You know that he's the best. This is when I fail. All those persuasion checks for nothing. And I give myself guidance as well.
Oh,
I'm doing that this whole time.
You just like.
So that's 23.
Like you.
That's a 23.
Like, I don't even know what to say to you anymore because like it's just all true. Like all of it's true.
I mean, it was a night scene before, so
The allegations are all true.
What? It's allegations. What are you on about?
They're all true.
They don't exist.
Not a single one of them is wrong.
Okay.
Chat, I want you to know this. They're all true.
Are they?
All of the allegations. But all right. You. Yeah. The boar thinks about it for a moment and is like, okay.
So you and your friends, and then I'll wave my friend over. If it's okay, I'd like to bring my friend over, the one who would be taking care of you too.
Yes, I'll take good care.
Now, once you guys finish eating up, let me know, and we'll walk over your new home.
Yeah, they finish eating up, and really it's just those three. The rest aren't convinced because they weren't fed.
Oh well, I'll feed all three of them with.
But yeah, the three of them is what I'm saying. Eat the three of them, not the 17.
Oh yeah, well then I will give the 17 Goodberry, and which is basically food for a whole day, as well. So 3.
They
so
don't like
really,
the taste.
They don't like the taste.
They
of
don't like the
Goodberry,
taste.
The thing that they eat. Be so real with me.
They don't
Be
like
so
it.
real.
Doesn't taste good for them.
Be so real with me.
They don't like the taste. It's too dry and bitter for them.
I will, in that case, use animal friendship to get 3 more of them.
Oh, really?
I will. I'll use all 3 of my cat. In fact, let me see if animal friendship is a ritual spell. I don't think it is. But
Slave master. The allegations are true.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The allegations are all
what
true.
the fuck are you talking
Always
about?
a slaver.
Twitter.com. Twitter.com.
I go up to 3 of them, and I just calmly talk to them, wave my hand in front of them as the green multiple magic soars through my hand, and then you see their eyes become glassy green orbs with a little bit of blue tint in them.
I want you
as
guys
they
to know
go
it's
into a
true.
Nice little dream, and I talk to them, and I tell them how good their new life is going to be as they join the other 3.
This is what they did to the Africans.
This is so false.
I think this is bar for bar, actually.
And I give them Goodberry, which I know they like. No,
Bar for bar. Bro just gave them gunpowder.
Yes. So I bring over 6 boar. There we go. And I'll also say to the others, hey, if you guys want to get fed really good food like those 6 did, you guys can join me over here as well. Bring you over to a nice new home, and get cleaned up after, be taken care of your whole life, never have to really hunt for any food anymore.
The only reason you're not dead right now is because I'm not putting in the effort.
Which one said that?
The
I
biggest.
just track them down where they stand. Do what?
The biggest.
The biggest one?
Yes.
I go, hey, big guy, look. You seem to have had to fight your whole life to be where you are, right? I know you're probably the biggest, the baddest, and the toughest. But, if you come with me, you don't really have to be big, bad, and tough. You can live a life of peace, civility, and never have to worry. I know you have to be big and strong for your family and big and strong for your whole group. But think about it. If you join me, you can go over to a place where you're taken care of and don't have to worry about predators or trying to find your next meal. You'll be treated like royalty, like you deserve.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm giving it surprise because, yeah.
What?
Oh my
It
god.
still doesn't hit. I move out of the way very calmly. I'm like, hey, big guy, it's okay. It's okay. Look. Are you really telling me it doesn't sound like a good place to live?
False prophet.
False prophet? Oh, be so for real, I think. Hey, he's got to let me have an attack. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's 10 damage as the boar, charges right into you.
-10. I go, hey, buddy. And I'm using my speech as a free action, so you can't take a move against me. I know this from Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, look, what makes you think that I'm a false prophet? Can I at least show you the grounds before you make these assumptions? And if you don't want to live there, you don't want to live there.
The next one will hurt even more.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, you can always come down to the coast. Or if the winter gets harsh and you can't find food, I'm sure that they'll feed you guys.
But it's a winter.
It's winter right now?
No.
Oh, winter, it's when it gets cold outside and the food is a little more scarce. You know.
Never heard of it.
There's no winter here?
I don't know what that is.
Well, there's no cold season here, where there's just a time of really cold weather.
That does not
And the
happen.
food. Huh. Well, regardless, if food ever gets scarce, go down close to the coast and you can find these nice people, and I'm sure they'll feed you. Okay?
We will feed from them.
You have a wonderful day. I take my 6 boar and go.
Oh, slave master.
That's not true. They willingly came with me.
Oh, did they now?
Yes. They saw how nice life would be.
What was with
and
that
decided-
magic stuff, huh? That's not
What?
willing. That's not willing.
Yes, it is. I gave them a good dream, and they know that that's what they want, so they follow me.
The allegations are true, chat.
That's not true.
All of them. Literally all of them.
Not true at all. I love how lightning has the 2d6 plus 3, which like a max hit would have killed me.
Yeah.
It's just like good dude. And then I take my good berry and give myself max health.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna mute myself real quick just to do something.
Just to say, fuck.
Chat. He doesn't know about Goodberry sickness. Chat. He's so fucked. He doesn't know. Okay. We're good.
Bring my 6 boar back, and I start talking to my friend. Which, what was his name again?
Farmer.
So, Farmer, you're gonna have to take really good care of these guys usually. If you want, you can put them in an enclosed pen
Okay.
and stuff. And what you do is you harvest their, their poop.
Yeah.
And then you spread it around onto the food, and it helps it grow better.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also a renewable source too, so they're always going to produce it as long as you feed them. And they won't take too much either. Well, and also they make really good rideable friends. So if you ever need to traverse the island more, once you have more tamed boar, you can eventually use them as rides. You gotta treat them right still, though. Isn't that right, buddy? And I take one of the ones that I have animal friendship on, and I ride him. And I encourage the farmer to get the other one.
Okay.
Nice guy. And then I lead the rest of the pack back home.
All right. You lead them back home. Right as the music fades out. Perfect. Now we switch to Captain Guide Snalboo.
Go, baby.
Hello, Captain.
What's it all about?
After a few hours.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. I am so sorry.
After 2 hours and 14 minutes. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find it. Not that one. The perfect thing.
I might actually listen to the bot then.
I'm trying to find it. Not that one. Not that one. That one's for later. Nope. Here we go. That one's for later, actually. I'll use the other one. Here we are. Fuck. I did that wrong. Here we... There we go. Finally. God, you're with the guest. He wakes up. You know, he's starting to wake up at least.
I'll make sure to have a hand on his shoulder. As I kind of pull my halberd out with my other hand. Since I don't actually have a dagger.
Yeah,
Or
he...
do I?
Yeah, his eyes are half open, and he takes a second to look around at everything. You know, he sees the halberd, and he chuckles a little. You know, he spits out a little more blood from before. He's like, that thing just for show? Are you gonna get it over with?
Well, I've mainly just for show for right now, but we might get to that later.
What's with the delay?
Well, just a few questions is all. And also, I kind of want to tell you some stuff. After you, apparently messed up or so. Can you guess what I might tell you? It has to do with your crew.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We found a flag on a beach too. That was kinda nice find. Resembled yours.
Sounds about right.
So I'm guessing you understand that they kind of just don't care if you're alive or not, right?
Oh, please. I understood that fact since the day I came into their employment.
Why are you under their employment anyway?
It's a long, long story. And if it prolongs my inevitable death, then I don't much feel like telling it.
You looking forward to death so much really just makes me want to keep you alive. Have you ever heard of the term redemption by chance?
And what, do you think I can be redeemed or something like that? Is that
Well,
why I'm alive?
considering I know a certain somebody that may or may not be something that shouldn't be redeemed, but is definitely going down the path. I believe it's possible for quite a lot, if not every person.
Do you now? How fascinating.
You really think you can't be redeemed? And well, I do have a small saying that I've remembered pretty recently that my parents taught me. Do you by chance speak any other language other than common?
Yeah, he just blinks and he's like, what? Ever met a tiefling before?
Specifically Draconic, I mean.
I know a little bit. Not the full language.
And also to answer that I have not met a tiefling. On a different side note, Kate will say in Draconic, redemption and death.
Hmm. Is there more to it? Or is that it?
Honestly, that's all I can really remember at the moment. It's a bit hazy on my part. Have you, by chance, heard of Providence?
Can't say I ever have. Well, you know, the word, of course, but if it's supposed to be a name or if like a
The
person or
goddess.
yeah, I can't say I'm the religious type.
Didn't think so. I don't know if anybody knows that name anymore.
So what about it?
It's where that saying really came from and what I was taught from my parents.
Hmm.
But yeah, kind of my job at the moment for Providence and the justice of Providence. You catch my drift, right?
I guess I do.
So you can see why I'm trying to, I don't know, push you towards redemption maybe? But justice for the wrong you've caused?
Trying, indeed you are.
So why not? Just why not?
Well,
So curious on why it's so hard for you to imagine doing good.
when you've led a life like mine, you start to expect the end at any moment because of what you do. I kill people all the time, or at least have in the past. Can't say I've done it much recently.
So why don't you save some to make up for it?
Is that how that works? I
It's
was under
something.
I was under the impression that once you're a killer, you're sort of damned to hell forever and all that.
I don't know the logistics on it, but I can still feel like you could maybe try to even yourself out.
Hmm. How optimistic. Well, I can definitely say I've committed my fair share of sin, much more than just that. I've killed, I've stolen, I've plundered, I've gotten a little too drunk and done some things that aren't exactly morally acceptable. I've done a lot.
Seems like you got a long road ahead then to make up for it.
And what's the point?
It's not impossible.
Yes, but what's the point in all that? Why would I do that when I can just die and go to a hell that may or may not exist?
Oh, it exists.
And what makes you so certain?
You're gonna have to trust me on that one, pal.
Okay. Well, yes, then what's the point of not just getting it over with?
You sure you want to be a coward?
Coward?
Yeah.
No, I'm just not trying to waste my time. Or your time, for that matter.
I got plenty of it right now.
Do ya?
I do, yes.
You sure you wanna waste it on this?
Am I wasting it?
I imagine you are.
You truly are one stubborn man.
You get around to being stubborn when you've lived as long as me and done the things I've done.
How old are you by chance?
32.
And you're old?
Older than most. That's for sure.
Tell me, how long would you live for if you weren't to die of unnatural causes?
To be honest, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's somewhere over 100. Not sure by how much.
And you haven't even gotten to the halfway point of that.
Most don't.
Yeah. I can at least say the same in that regard. But, if you really aren't even up there yet, you say most don't, but what's that say you, what's that to say that you won't? What's,
Because I'm a pirate. And you're a pirate, you expect every day to be your last. For someone to finally put an end to you. Or even some sort of leviathan. Any number of things, really. It's a life full of risk. And those risks are accepted. From start to finish. I can definitely say that most, if not all, I started with are dead by now.
well, this still brings me back to the question on, you say what's the point, but like, it's hard to understand why you don't care. I understand probably what you've gone through all of your life, but have you not helped anyone before?
Helping people. Pirates don't help people. We do the exact opposite, as a matter of fact.
Then why not give it a shot? Might actually make you feel good.
Yeah. Here's a way I can help you out. Let me go crazy on all the alcohol you have till I die.
This is getting fucking nowhere. You were probably right about wasting time, but at least I had to give it a shot.
Wonderful. We're on the same page then. Great. Glad we could come to an agreement.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna kill you. Yet.
Oh.
Believe it or not, you're still useful.
Useful? Really? How might
Yeah.
that be?
You have knowledge.
Knowledge.
That other people here don't. And also, my crew probably wants to ask you questions too that I don't have. So I unfortunately don't feel like I can kill you yet. Trust me. I would really like to see your head rolling along the floor.
Well, I suppose I'm not in any position to have a choice in the matter.
Oh, at least I can ask a few questions first, if I can remember them properly.
Sure, shoot away.
Well, so you're a pirate, you're part of the group. What exactly is your group?
And the big one is the Nocturne Pirate Company. And
Are
then
they like the empire of pirates?
I suppose you could say that. Then under them, I was working with the uh, Vanguard branch. Working with is a funny way to put it, but I suppose it's not an inaccurate term.
What does that branch do? Is there any specifics for them, or are they just pirates for being pirates?
Well, pirates for being pirates, definitely not. Everybody has a use for something or a reason to be doing whatever. As for what they do, the Vanguard is the group that is closest to Saloon. As far as we're concerned, Saloon is a bigger threat than the Ouncing Collective, though they may be closer to our actual base.
Where might this base be?
I've been trying to figure that out too.
Ah, so it's that type of security. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, only the best of the best get to go there.
So where did you report to then, Mr. Not Important Enough for the main base?
Nearby place.
Any direction it might be in?
Direction.
Based off of this little island anyway.
I suppose adjacent to northeast.
That makes sense. In a way, it's probably okay. So, how many different ships are under the Vanguard?
Uh,
If you know.
too many to care about remembering.
So a lot.
Yeah, basically.
I'm guessing they're all about the same ships you it's the same style ship you were on.
No. The one they put me in was a smaller model.
Ah, fantastic. So they're gonna be a pain in the ass the entire time we're probably out here.
After this, probably. They're really good at holding grudges, you know.
I'd expect that from pirates. Well, answer this. How the hell do you teleport?
Hmm.
You don't feel like a magician to me.
I could be. I only really did do that little teleporting trick. But I suppose it's not a secret worth keeping. Check along my back. I imagine one of you, whoever, missed a spot when taking everything that was on me.
I'll check along his back then.
You check along his back. You feel something circular towards the middle of his spine. The fucking bot died. Great.
I pulled the kill switch on the bot.
Oh, it wasn't you.
It was me checking the guy's spine. He had the fucking bot controller on it.
There we go. What? There we go. Alright. Yeah, you check along his back. You feel something circular towards the middle of his spine.
Is it like embedded in him?
You lift his shirt up to actually take a look. Doesn't appear to be embedded in him. It's attached to a harness. You unclip it. You take...
Bless you.
Bless you. You take a look at this thing.
Sorry, this is definitely not a sneeze.
It's something like blessing a demon now, it's fine.
It's a... It's a... yeah, it's sort of... You know, like the same sort of... Like circle... Fucking... I don't know how to describe it. It's like a watch, basically. No. It's like a... It's like not... Yeah, not a clock. A watch, specifically. You know, how it's, you know, circular, has a layer of glass, and then the fucking mechanics under it. That's what it is. You see it. So it's like that. And within it is this bluish crystal. And, you know, the glass itself is, you know, cracked and all that. And the crystal as well appears to be shattered.
I'm guessing it's not supposed to be shattered, is it?
Definitely not. Seems we got a little rough out there. Who would have guessed?
Oh, I'm guessing it's safe to assume you can't just teleport away, can you?
Can't say that's an option right now, no.
Well, now I know I don't keep my fucking hand on your shoulder. I'll finally just stand up and walk away from him looking at this thing. And then just turn back. So, I'm guessing you got this for, I don't know, being a good pirate?
No.
Or you plundered it from somewhere? Something fancy, maybe?
I got this before I was with them.
Was it an heirloom?
No. Definitely not. Consider it, how do I say this? My finest work. We'll go with that.
So you make stuff?
Well,
Call you a tinkerer, maybe?
I made this. Not much else. Met this old guy once. Magic type or whatever. He gave me a list of instructions. How to find the things to make this thing. So I went out, found them after a while, brought them back to him, and he gave me this. You know, I participated in the making process a little bit. But I didn't really do too much.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess of you don't have that list anymore.
Can't say I do. Can't say I even know if you'd be able to get, you know, everything I need for this all together. Took me multiple months to find everything.
It's a long shot. It wasn't. It was worth asking about, though. Hell, maybe I can somehow repair this thing.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, for being honest, I don't really know much else to ask you since, well, you want to die, and I don't know much else about the pirates to even ask anything other than what I've asked.
Hmm. Wonderful to hear.
Doesn't mean my crewmates will be as well, they might talk more. To prolong your suffering, I guess.
So long as by the end of this day I am no longer living, I suppose it's the price I simply must pay for all the sins I've committed.
Quite a cheap price.
Well, I'm not in any position to bargain, now am I?
No, not really. Hell, I wanted to fucking take all of you and your crew that you were captain of, but apparently that might have been too much and paint a bigger target. But oh well.
Oh, yes. You'd be bombarded by now if you did that.
How does your chain of command even work? Who is your boss?
That I cannot tell you. Not out of not knowing or anything like that, but call it principle. That's not
You're a pirate.
information you're. What's the word?
Honor among thieves.
Not quite. That's not information that you need just yet. How about that?
That's some cryptic bullshit, man.
Not really. There's an order to these things. And the man who's my boss, well, if you start trying to go after him or anything like that now, I can tell you with certainty from what little I know about him,
I'll die.
you will die, yes. But I can tell you something. He's like you. One of the draconic races. The tall kind.
Dragonborn, yeah.
Yes, that. Old guy, too. But he fights better than anybody I've ever met.
By chance know the color of his scales? It's pretty important for Dragonborn, believe it or not.
Black.
Ah,
Black as the night. You never see him
I
coming.
should have guessed that. Anyway, I was thinking it might be blue. No, black, of course. I'm guessing his eyes might just be red, too. Just a hunch. Really complete the pirate look.
Nope. If I remember correctly, his eyes were green.
Hmm. Well, that's something. May not be a name, but at least I got something. And obviously, I know I wouldn't be able to go after him yet, but information you should probably know is quite valuable.
Hmm.
I guess I'll call in my crew, maybe, see if they're done whatever they're doing, so they can question you. And I may just perhaps give you that death you so so desperately seek.
Sooner than later is preferred.
Sure. Whatever you say, pal. I'll pull out my radio and just radio over the frequency of, he's awake. For anybody with some questions or concerns for the pirate captain. Ex-captain, anyway.
Yeah, you radio over. And that's where we end that scene. Now, something more joyous. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Ebony.
Yo.
Adam.
I might have lost him.
Adam. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can somebody call him?
Hey, Tommy, are you awake?
Tommy.
Uh-oh.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
It's only 12:20. It's only 2:26.
Tommy.
Please.
Thompson. I need a hero.
Hmm.
There we go. I've called in a hit.
Did you?
Enemy airstrike above. Enemy AC-130.
I sure do hope that Kale is awake. Because if not, then we're in a bit of a tight position here.
It'd be really funny if he wasn't. It'd be annoying, but it'd be funny.
Glenn, what are you talking about? Percocet? I'm not even... Kale is asleep? Fuck. Oh, shit. Who... God. Both Tommy and Eric being asleep is like the worst because they both have each other's phone numbers.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well. I guess what we can do then is, you know, we'll say everybody interviews the guy one-on-one. So we'll just skip to Ebony interviewing the guy. Assumedly after everything that happens. Yeah, he's not offline. I guess he's asleep. Dickhead.
Who isn't?
Kale.
Uh.
Anyways, here you go. Oh fuck! I just hit the stop button as soon as it joined. Here we go. I was trying to put it on repeat. Okay.
Are we sure we should have her interview him next?
Well, it's not next. It's just skipping to you. Because, you know.
Yeah, I know, but I have no idea what the other players would want to say to him first.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know,
I call dibs on executing him.
Oh, Ebony's not gonna kill him, but it's Ebony.
Yeah, and he's not afraid of death though. You might have to get creative. But truthfully enough, I hate to say it, I've thought about.
Okay.
Oh,
How do we vote? What?
fuck. Yeah, we already know this.
What?
Okay, anyways, I was just replying to stuff in the chat.
Ah, gotcha.
But yes. Well, we'll say, I don't know. Fucking the captain gets to decide the order of who interviews her and when. Interviews him and when.
Aaron has nothing to interview with, so it's probably gonna just be Adam and then Ebony. Totally didn't try to say both your names at the same time.
Add Boney.
Hamboni.
Yeah. So.
Yep. What's the scene?
You know, he's there. Fucking same position as this morning, just awake now. Nothing's
Well,
really
it's
changed.
Sitting on the side in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I feel like it would probably be better to have him like on the side of a training room.
Oh
You know, yeah.
Probably have moved them to the training room. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say Ebony kind of walks in. She's in her human form as of now. However, she's walking in without the jacket on, in case she needs to swap. Kind of walks in, and where is he set up in this in this training room? Is he left on the floor? Is he in a
Like
chair?
leaning against a wall.
Yeah, he's
on
just
the
he's
floor.
just put up against a wall.
Okay. Jesus Christ. They didn't give up a chair.
No, he don't deserve it.
Oh no, yeah, no, he doesn't. But still.
I'll still be like next to him.
Yeah, she walks in. Kind of like walks over. Oh, he's awake. How's he been? How has he been, dear Cade?
He wants to die.
I
Oh,
do
isn't
want
that
to die.
smell?
Yeah, it's great. Especially when I don't know. He's like, oh, you should redeem yourself. What's the point? Just kill me. He's either doing that while sitting right next to him, basically.
Oh, fun.
Oh God.
We're gonna like her.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, we're gonna get along swimmingly.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like coma.
Oh, I imagine this is what this is.
Oh, color your own hell.
Guess so.
Oh.
Closest you're gonna get before getting there.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. If this is it, then I really do hope it does not exist.
Tell him, Ebony.
Well, hate to tell you, very much does.
Uh-huh.
Told you to trust me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you don't know. Really. I mean, you of all people really should. You know, she says she reaches like a hand up and kind of like drags a finger along his horn. Couldn't you?
Can you? Oh, that was just weird.
You're in for a hell of a treat if you thought that was weird.
Oh. I'd rather not be violated. Could you just kill me already?
And now she'll say, where's the fun in that?
God damn it.
Were you really so caught up on the... Jesus Christ. Has no one ever had any, like, physical contact with you? What's... No, whatever. I don't care. Did you get my point?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. So, explain.
It's said that tieflings originate from hell or something like that. But I've never really seen any proof.
Oh, no. You guys don't originate from hell. That's a misconception. No, I would... No, you don't come from there. Hell did participate in making you, though. Or, well, rather, the things that came from there did.
Uh-huh.
You see, you're not... People like to go around and say tieflings are devils. You're not. You're not devils. You're not demons either.
Yeah.
Spawn, more like.
No, I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, just what I heard down there. He just kind of just shrugs casually.
Nice little history lesson.
Learning something new every day, I suppose.
Considering I didn't even know what a tiefling was till I met this guy.
Really? She kind of looks at you a little baffled. Oh wait,
I'm
yeah.
10 years old.
Yeah. I know.
I
Whatever.
lived with a kobold and a dragonborn for 10 years. And I'm 10 years old.
Yep. Yeah. I get it.
Okay.
So,
At least I'm not as bad as Aaron, okay?
yeah. So, mentioning all of that, mentioning that you are living proof that hell does in fact exist, are you really so sure you're so eager to die? Trust me, not a fun place.
You could always redeem yourself and maybe potentially not go down there.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Better to try than to not, though, isn't it?
I suppose the argument is to be made, as you have tried. But really, I don't see the point.
So you would have been dealing with that, Benny?
Yeah.
Isn't the whole point of a hell that a sinner gets their just deserves and all that?
Oh, yeah, no, you will definitely deserve it. I mean, you lived a life of complete sin, murdering and doing what have you.
Yep.
So, yes, you should totally sit there and blatantly accept that the fact that your soul's going to burn forever in eternal torment.
Exactly.
Yes, it would do you so much good. You're a fucking idiot. This is looking down at him.
If you're so knowledgeable, then what is the process, truly?
Well, I was never really assigned to the tormenting of mortal souls, but I heard a little bit. I know that you would all be dragged down there at some point, usually separated by the layers based off of your sins. And if I had to guess, then you are assigned a personal tormentor, and then they do whatever they do with you for an eternity.
Mm-hmm.
Because trust me, down there you're not allowed to die.
Yeah.
And you found it, though?
I don't see why not. As I've explained, when you lead a life like this, that is the expected outcome. You don't wake up in the morning imagining, oh boy, I can't wait to do horrible things and have nothing happen for it. No, you know.
So what, you a masochist? You want to be tortured forever?
No, I'm just saying it's an accepted part of this job.
then why don't you do something about it? You still have a life to live.
And if you're so knowledgeable, is doing something about it really possible?
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to get into heaven per se. Hell, I don't even know if that exists. You mortals managed to banish your gods forever ago. They look all crumbled and dead now. No idea what you did, but honestly, it's really funny to me.
Uh-huh.
I still hold on to my god.
So then, sounds like there's not really a point to that whole redemption thing.
Well, there might be other options. You could always try the redemption thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not allowed into heaven. Maybe there is one for you. Maybe some god will take pity on you and save your little wretched soul.
Hell, maybe you just want to prolong the inevitable demise of your soul.
Maybe.
Isn't that what prisons are for?
I suppose
Look
so, but you're
different.
not really living free then. You know, that's not really living, you're just rotting.
And so what? I redeem myself, I live some sort of nice life, I settle down with a wife and kids, and then I go to hell and burn forever?
I don't think you would get the chance to settle down like that, but
Well, that's only if you, I guess, were to say to leave your soul open to that.
Uh-huh.
you'd at least make the punishment less severe.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that how that works? You appear to be more knowledgeable on this topic than me. Surely you know.
Oh, well, generally, if I had to assume, if you do some virtues, I imagine hell will be a little bit more merciful. I don't really know. It depends based on your sin where you're gonna go. You seem to be a bit violent, so maybe you'll be going down to violence. Oh, and then maybe going down to violence might be good for you, because then maybe a demon might rip you apart and just completely eviscerate your soul. Or, well, actually, they might just remake you. Honestly, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Hell works in weird ways. At least for mortals, anyway.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's
Well,
still the expected outcome. It's still hell, even if it is a little better than it could be. It's not like I'm not being tortured forever.
yeah. But if you have, say, let's look at it from this perspective. You're sitting here, you still have good few decades in you, probably. You have the choice looking at your life, knowing that you're inevitably going to go to hell and suffer for an eternity. Now, thinking about that, how would you go about preventing that? Because you obviously don't want that to happen. I mean, you could attempt to do virtue, attempt to fix your soul, and yes, it's a gamble, but hey, last ditch resort, I guess. But really, are you just gonna sit there and just do nothing? Because really, if hell really exists, do you really think there aren't other ways of maybe saving your little soul?
Maybe there are, maybe there aren't.
There are. Sorry, go on.
Nah, you continue.
Because I can tell you, there are ways. Definitely, there are ways. I mean, if you don't want hell to claim your soul, you could theoretically just give it to someone else.
And
It'd
that.
save you the eternal torment. could do that. Who knows, maybe you could find an angel and beg them for forgiveness. Or who knows, maybe you'll find some artifact and become immortal. And you'll never have to worry about death ever again.
That's the last thing I'd want.
You would dislike immortality.
I think I'd get bored, personally.
Well, fair enough, I guess. So we can cross immortality off the list. We have trying to redeem yourself as a last ditch resort. We always have the thing of selling your soul to someone else. What else? What else? What else could we do that would avoid those other possibilities? I don't know. Your options are looking a bit slim.
They are indeed.
You know, honestly, it would have just done you better if you just never went on this life in the first place. But, you know,
Maybe.
live you learn.
Maybe that's true.
You think you'll get reincarnated, or does that not exist?
How am I supposed to know?
If that's something that exists, then I would have to be one of the gods doing.
Yeah, probably. But you said they're all dead. I guess that ain't gonna work.
She kind of like looks at you, kind of gives a shrug. She's like, I honestly don't know what happened to them. Not my business, and they've yeah, they don't really talk to me, so.
I don't think I've ever had my god talk to me.
Right.
Yeah, no, they just kind of remembered.
Wow. So, let's say I do try to redeem myself. What exactly is... What's the plan from there?
Well, I would say generally doing good deeds to counteract your old ones. I'd say make a tally of all the sins you committed and try to get a number. Once you get that and then divide it into each individual sin, I would say maybe trying to do the virtues that or the opposite of it to try to balance it out at the very least.
Alright, you're making this too complicated. What I meant was, what comes next? You gonna house a wanted criminal on your ship, or you let me go jump into the ocean?
I don't know, honestly.
I'd consider
really
that
just-
part first.
It really just depends on, I suppose, what you want to do. Whether you'd be, how should we say, open to negotiations. She says as she goes and kind of like sits down in front of him.
Yes, you may want to negotiate with the law first.
Yes, but that's the thing of your life. I'm more. Well, yeah, I guess we could just turn you in or what have you, and then have you locked in a cell for the rest of your life. That'd be boring, though, wouldn't it? You kind of what you deserve, but it'd be boring.
Mm-hmm.
And I doubt you'd really want that, wouldn't you?
I'd rather throw myself into the ocean, but
You know, you're really suicidal for such a sinner.
I've lived my life. I should be dead right now. I don't see why I'm still alive.
Well, you're alive because our friend decided to spare you. Don't know why he did, and I don't know why you kept yapping to let him do that to you, but you know. Eh. What's done is done, I suppose.
Uh-huh. And then, in that case, why are you now trying to convince me to redeem myself?
Oh, no. Let me make this clear. I really don't care about your little soul. I don't care if you go to hell. I don't care if you go to heaven. That doesn't matter to me. Really? I'm just curious whether or not you'd be open to, oh, I don't know, maybe a deal?
You can do that, Ebony?
Well, of course I can. You
And
know what I am.
and what would this deal be?
Well, you want to avoid hell, which seems, you know, the obvious. And I mean, Adam seems to want you alive for some reason, so I'm not really determined to kill you. So, you want to avoid hell, and I think I can help you do that.
Uh-huh.
Ebony, should you, I don't know, you can like points at your face, like, and his horns, I don't know, like, show?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. I haven't really been honest with you. As he what is it? He seems to like erupt in like orange flame for a moment before it all dissipates again, and she's back into her demon form. Her large wings now sitting out, uh, spread out behind her.
Yeah, he's kind of stone faced through it. He's like, yeah, I kind of imagined. Maybe not exactly all this, but yeah, I kind of got the point.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly subtle.
Yeah,
I was gonna be disappointed if you were surprised. So, my dear little pirate friend, you want to avoid hell? Neat. I can help you do that.
uh-huh.
However, you just need to sign something so itty little bitty over to me, you know?
Yeah.
Look, you're not stupid. You know how this goes.
Uh-huh.
I'm a demon.
Yeah, I can
You s-
tell.
you make a deal with me. You give me your soul. I can keep you from going to hell. However, at that point, your soul is mine. Essentially, I don't know what I'd do with it, being honest. Don't know what I would even be able to do with it. Don't know the general power of yours. Don't know your exact sins. But hey, probably beats eternal torment, doesn't it? Of course. Be giving you something else in return, of course.
Such as,
Well, what would you like?
I can promise you there's nothing that you could possibly ever offer me that I'd want. I couldn't just get myself one way or another.
You know, I'm offering you. You know what? All right.
It's a pain in the ass, I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. So there's nothing you could think of that a literal demon, an immortal, supernatural creature could grant you that you couldn't grant yourself. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
What about
not
something from hell?
what do I want from hell.
Well, I mean, she says, kind of like leaning in a little, like kind of looking him over a little bit. I mean, you could always work on refining that blood of yours. Maybe.
What does that mean?
Be more like your good friend Ebony here.
And why
Youth
why would I want that
power.
power?
You're a pirate, right? You love power, don't you?
Oh. This has nothing to do with power specifically.
So what? Was it just about money?
I guess that's kind of part of it, but not really.
Well, then what was the main reason? Let us see what we can work with here. What's the main reason you did all of this?
Oh, maybe I just thought it'd be fun.
So, fun. That's just what you're looking for.
Yes, definitely. I found it. As you can see. Well, did find it. Not really having much fun right now, so I assume that means you're doing a good job.
Maybe it does. Maybe it does. So you want to have more fun. What do you find fun? Slaughter, extortion, women? What is it that piques your fancy? What's your vice?
he kind of leans back, closes his eyes, and takes a deep breath in. And he's like, can't say what I can't say the fun that I want exactly exists anymore. I had my fun, and now my fun is gone. Such is the way of life. Boo-hoo.
Huh. And so you're not determined to find more? You just give up? Throw in the towel?
I gave up a long time ago. The only reason I kept going was some sort of, I guess, a sense of hope or something like that, but didn't really take long for that to run out.
Oh, great. So you're just. So you're not just a sinful little pirate, you're also a depressed, sinful little pirate who wants to kill himself. Ah, wonders.
Not exactly kill myself. I imagined a little something a little more grandiose than that, but yes, death is the end goal here.
Would you like to be set on fire?
That would be a very boring death, I must say.
Yeah,
And
as you
cliche too.
yeah, as you say, like set him on fire, you see like Ebony like glance at you, Cade. Little like look of it's or actually make roll insight. I
Oh
want to make
boy.
it more interesting.
17.
Oh yeah, no, you roll good. Yeah, she looks at you almost like a look of shock that you almost even suggested that. It kind of gives you this like it's almost like this like what? Kind of like an almost like what the fuck, dude? Kind of like look, which is unexpected out of her, especially how she's been acting in this scene. But she does not seem to be too keen to lighting people on fire.
Okay, noticing you giving him a kind of look of that kind of look, you just say, "I'll talk about it later."
Okay, so you want a glorious death, going out with a big bang, so to speak.
Something impressionable, maybe. You know, there's the classic of going out in combat or whatever. I personally always assumed my head would be set down on a wooden block somewhere, and I'd get to say some bullshit to a crowd of people before they bring an axe down on me.
We can do that without the crowd.
Yeah, but then it doesn't accomplish the same effect, Cade. See,
Does he
he's
deserve it?
No. No, he doesn't. Honestly, he doesn't really deserve anything, mentioning the life he's led.
The reason he's still
But
alive right now is because you guys have question for him, to be honest.
but trying to offer him alternatives. Alternatives then instead of just sitting back and watching as his soul is damned to hell for all eternity. Trust me,
I
and they're
tried that
not
too.
fun.
Well, I did kind of make up my mind long ago.
You did, but if you had a door out, would you not take it?
Door out.
I'm offering you that door.
What's the point to all this?
Well,
You're a man without purpose.
precisely. You're sitting here thinking this is the entire end of your existence, and that the only fate that is perfectly right for you, and the only thing that that's the only way forward for you and your future is just hell. And honestly, really, is that really what you want? You told me you don't want to be tortured, and I know you mortals don't like that. You don't like torturing, you don't like endless torment. So why be stubborn about it? You're not impressing anyone with this pride.
It's as I said. I've lived my life expecting an outcome like this. I've killed, I've plundered, I've done all sorts of horrible things, imagining that at the end I'd get a little bit of it back in return. If
yeah.
there was some sort of redemption or anything like that I was waiting for along the lines, I'm sure I would have done that already. But at this point, at this point, I just find it hard to see the purpose in all of this. In not being condemned and not going to hell and being tortured by whatever for all of eternity or something like that. Or lessening my torture, or maybe even going to a heaven that may or may not exist. At this point, it's exhaustion, really. Better to get it done with than keep fighting for something that probably won't make a difference.
Then why not? Then why not take the option that doesn't require you to fight at all? You wouldn't have to do anything. You wouldn't have to go brandish an axe, go do a million virtues, go and pray to the gods. No, 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 no. All you'd have to do is sign. And upon your death, your soul will go to me instead of to hell. I'll find some use for it, I imagine. Who knows, maybe we'll be best buds for all eternity. Maybe I might remake you into something new, give you a new life, with new memories so you can live as something else.
You've made an absolutely wonderful argument to utterly deny your offer.
Eben,
Yeah,
I believe we should let Adam ask his questions and then just get this over with.
yeah, honestly, I'm getting bored. Well, have fun in hell, nihilist. He says, get up.
I'm sure it will at least be entertaining.
Oh, no, trust me, it won't.
For anyone but you, I guess.
Because look, I'll level with you. Hell sucks. For everyone. For everything. It's a shit show, even for the demons down there. I'm offering you this get out of jail free card, not just because, oh, I want to rip your soul out for a little bit of power. No. Been down there, buddy. I've seen what it's like down there. I just wanted to offer you a chance out. But if you want to be stubborn and jump down there, feet head first into the flames, into eternal damnation, that's not my choice anymore. I just hope you know once you're down there, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing anyone can do. You're gone. You'll be a slave until the end of time, eternally tormented by creatures who couldn't care less about you or about anything you are. This isn't just death. This isn't rest. You don't get to rest. You don't get to close your eyes. You don't get to sleep. You get to die and be reborn and die and be reborn and die and die and die again. You will suffer endlessly. And I mean that endlessly.
You don't have to keep talking if you don't want to, Eben.
Yes, are you done here?
Yeah, I guess so. Pointless trying to save a soul like you. She turns around and just walks out of the room.
Don't worry, still got one more person to talk with.
Yes, of course.
And hey, you've talked to them before, so you at least know them.
I wouldn't say I know him. But we did talk, that is true. At least do know that he's not as weird.
Probably the sanest person on this damn boat.
Well, yeah, so
I'm not sorry to prolong your suffering.
What's one more day?
Yeah, since they fucking passed out. Can't really do much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, gosh dang it. I didn't expect them to be so stubborn about it. Well, I tried.
That's all I could ask for you. But yeah, we'll talk about Cade being open to setting someone on fire later.
I mean, she was trying, genuinely. She wanted to actually kind of save his soul. I tried to show a little bit at the end part that she was just playing up the whole demon performance. She did kind of care a little bit. But, you know, if he doesn't want to do it, then there's nothing she can do. She can't force him to sign it. Not how those contracts work.
I think this is where the session ends.
Yeah, I was gonna probably suggest that as well. We probably end the session here and pick this back up next time.
Yeah. Thanks to our loyal viewers, Glenn MP and Blackbird 2020, for tuning into today's session of Natural Disaster.
I believe Blackbird is already went to sleep.
Yep, probably.
They text me, they went to sleep.
Well,
whenever they listen and catch up like they said they would, at least hear it.
Who fucking knows?